Broadcast 30%. Look how slow this is. We're going to get to 60%. Come on. 60%. 100%. And there we go. We should be live. Let's see. Let's refresh this. Make sure we're coming over to the other side. Broadcast 30%. Yes, we are. There we are right there. Let's put the side chat on. This is real time, this is delayed 30 seconds on the other side. And good evening, everybody. We're going to squeeze Mr. Z in here too this evening. I'm surrounded by handsomeness here tonight. Welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome to the rancho on it's very exciting. So glad to welcome you two boys. High five. There we go. That's it. High five. Welcoming the boys to the rancho. 9-hour drive. 620 miles from Las Vegas to Santa Rosa. How you doing, everybody? It gets a little, for me, I kind of like going across the high desert. From Vegas to Jean to Prim to Barstow to Baker to Barstow and then on Mojave and then you drop down 58 down to
not old 58.
The new 58.
Not old.
Not right, the old.
Not the old highway.
Right.
Something about that sign doesn't sound right.
Yeah, the old. The new 50. Drop down through the Tehachapi Mountains. Yeah. Drop down. You come in on the east side of Bakersfield and you kind of route around up the past Buck Owens.
Right. Chart House.
Hee-haw. Yeah, Buck Owens. So good evening, everybody. Very excited to welcome Monkey Boy and Mr. Z to the rancho tonight. Now, they were going to stuff you in some Econo. What were they going to put you in?
A Chevy Yaris or something like that. And we're talking basically a tennis
Matchbox car.
No, it's a tennis shoe with wheels. We got more gear. It wouldn't have fit. We were going to have to.
I don't know how.
Put you on top
we
of
got too much stuff.
Okay, Miguel and Robert, hello, and Jennifer and Linda. I don't know how they do that. Thank you, T-Lo and Chili. I don't know. They're always pushing cars that you don't even see in regular.
I look like a monkey on a unicycle.
Yeah, you look more monkey boy than usual if you're riding something like that. But you never see them you never see other people buying them. They just put them in for rental car companies for stuffing in a low end POS vehicle.
Pedal pusher.
Then you ended up, hey boss, how you doing? Then you ended up with a really nice rig.
Nissan Maxima, right?
Yeah. Nissan Maxima. So
pretty sporty.
Well, you came
nice
in and you came on this journey in more style than I ever did that journey. I'm usually punking along in my van, bouncing along the roads and stuff. So you came in style. Hi Debbie, good to see Boss 510 in the chat. How you doing, Cutie Pie and Jennifer Sanchez? So we're gonna drink some beer tonight, get crazy. I'm gonna want you to share that poker set a little bit too that you brought up. We have a few things to share. Now, I don't know if you saw the video that I did earlier, but it was funny as hell. Just as the boys are pulling up, I've got the Safeway.
Literally, I'm like, that's the Safeway truck. Watch, it is the
Safeway truck. And I don't know whether the guy was high or what, but you shouldn't have, you sent a ton of stuff in here. The Z crew sent a ton of things in.
Fun.
Your crew sent things into. I feel kind of bad, right?
Why?
But, I don't know, because you brought so much stuff up.
Well, we're not going to go hungry. That's for damn sure.
No, we're not going to go damn hungry. That's for sure.
We're making a statement.
Oh, the gates are late.
So, just to give you guys just the basic sketch before we just start drinking and having fun here. You're going to be here you're going to take off Sunday, so you're going to be here through November 1st, which is, you'll be heading back on All Saints Day, which is, we got to remember that's also when daylight savings time officially ends Saturday night into Sunday. We're going to do graveyard stream, and
Yes.
I've saved the best cemetery for last, because it's really a horrific kind
Beautiful.
of, it's a cemetery the ground has all been disrupted because of earthquakes, and it's just weird. It's just a horrible place. There could be mountain lions, and of course, I have no fear with these two guys next to me here. So we'll have some fun over there, and do some other local stuff for Halloween. We're going to do a hangout. I'm going to be dressed as a witchy hoe as usual, and we'll have some fun that night. And I think we're going to play a little poker one night too, and we'll just have the live cam set up for that. So I'm glad to see you guys tonight, and I do appreciate the thumbs up. But that was funny as hell when that guy came.
Hysterical.
And I guess he had worked a 12-hour shift or something like that from the Safeway, but he just looked absolutely zombie-eyed.
Did he work for 9 days or 7 days?
7 days. No 9 days.
I don't know what he did, man, but he just, I don't know. He lost track. He wanted to date so bad.
You know, I think that was the kicker there is like after all that BS, like, oh, by the way, you want a date?
That's beautiful.
Look how I handle my job.
That's exactly.
I don't think he was quite expecting
I mean, that's
the three of you.
exactly. I mean, it's just the guy really blew me away. I mean, it was really funny as hell tonight when he was here. So, what plans? Hi, Julie, Army Mom. I passed your message along. Hello, Steve.
Call me.
Steve, nice to see you. Good to see you tonight. So, Julie, I'm going to pass along contact information for Monkey Boy as requested. So I think that will be
I would love to help you.
thing. Yeah, I got two handsome men, right? I got one on each side here. I'm very lucky tonight. So, Mr. Z, this is not your first rodeo on
This is
the
my
ranch.
second rodeo.
And I think it was like 2 years ago.
A year and a half, yeah.
A year and a half that you
not to be specific, but
came.
yeah.
Now we did, and you have the distinction of being on the most. You know, you might remember that Vegas stream that happened, and the guy snatched my camera and put it over the fence. That was nothing compared to walking the Tenderloin with Mr. Z, and that was like not my best idea to go down
You live and you learn not to do that shit again.
and do that particular walk. But you definitely are in the Hall of Fame with the wildest.
Even the daylight, that was just like a straight up daylight shoot, and that was scarier than some of the night ones we've been on. I'm telling you.
With the wildest shoots that we had been on that year was unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to the cemetery. Now, why don't you? I couldn't believe you're jumping up and down today. You just had surgery
2 weeks ago.
two
on
weeks
Monday.
ago on Monday. So that was 16 days ago you had surgery. You want to update people, tell them what you had done and how the outcome has been.
Through all the abuse that I've done to myself, I had a deteriorated left hip. So I needed a hip replacement. So I got a left anterior total hip replacement. And it was pretty interesting. The day after the surgery, I went in Monday. Tuesday, I walked out of the hospital. Probably Tuesday afternoon to Wednesday, I was in the dying cockroach position. It was terrible. And then Thursday, I kind of pulled myself out, took my shower, and drove the car to get some coffee and enter myself in the real world. And then
Now I had seen you had seen you in Vegas when I was down in Vegas, and you were limiting your activity. You were we didn't want to push it. You were hobbling, but now, a week and a half later, it's amazing. You were hopping up and down, and
no pain. It's all good. I'm going to be able to run soon and do a bunch of crazy stuff.
I mean, isn't modern medicine like?
Well, at first they told me that typically what doctors do, they're trained in posterior hip replacement. So they're going from the glutes down to the bicep femoris, the hamstring, and they cut all that muscle. But this doctor that I researched was young, and he said, no, you're a prime candidate for anterior, and knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, let me say hi to Bobby and everybody else. We got Bobby on the side chat.
Hey,
Welcome to
Bobby,
the
come
Rancho.
over, bro.
Yeah.
Hello, Lala.
We got
We'll-
poker.
We'll get Bobby over here at least one night. I'm hoping multiple. Lathers, hi,
Hey, Robert,
Linda.
how are you?
Leather says, have you ever considered doing a call-in show? Yeah, I have. Be careful, they're black widows. They were kind of on the outside. I did a pretty good sweep inside for. They're really on the outside. I've never really seen a spider.
We are
on
going
the
to do a
inside.
Black Widow patrol here for sure.
We're gonna do a stomp patrol. Stomp.
You know, destroy, right?
Yeah,
Search and
okay.
destroy.
This is search and destroy.
It depends how many beers I might have, to go out there and see.
They don't have the
see
sanctuary of the graveyard
No,
now.
they do not. They're in.
See what we're
Yeah.
doing. That really freaked me out when terror came. I never thought there would be that quantity, and then some of the biggest ones I ever saw were on the side by the doorknob of the Shine Shack.
In my house in Burbank, they were littered everywhere. I always had to go on Black Widow patrol.
Darn. So I gotta square that up. I gotta get that high and tight, right? That situation down
like
there.
No, this is high and tight, guys.
You want to come play with you and the boys will say, well, I'll be dressed up. I'll be in costume on Saturday night. I'll have my witch's hat and my corset. Well, sorry, Rosie, but we'll have a lot of fun. You can tell driving around here, they really de-emphasized Halloween. You don't see any evidence, no lights.
Nobody's got shit down the
No
street.
one's got anything up because the city of Santa Rosa has been very preaching restraint. Don't do.
I think more down here is because people steal the shit more than just anything else.
Yeah, what do you guess, Detailer? I have Monkey Boy here, and I have Mr. Z over here. How did you get the name Monkey Boy?
I actually came up with it. I just wanted something really different and creative, and I've always had monkey tendencies, so Monkey Boy fit.
I might have called like Ranger Rick or something like that, or
I
come
don't
in.
wanna, you don't want to put that
You
out
know,
there.
I don't know. Yeah, no, but you get accused of bragging about your service.
Well,
and it's
Bergs-
funny, and you can, Bergs, I'm sending him up. Well, he's going to leave here and come up to Seattle. All
I
right.
have no problem going up there, bro, and showing you a little thing or two. And second more, I don't talk about shit. I don't talk about anything I've done. I may talk about schools that I've attended only when asked upon. So you might want to tighten that stuff up. I also want to send a shout out to Rich Life. Chris, how you doing, bro? Keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work, man. You are the show. I got Joey D here. Says good evening, Rosa,
Joey, what's
Mr.
up?
Z, and the Monkey Boy.
Thank you.
Joey D always has a standing invite, but
It's always nice to me. Thank you,
given
Joey.
the state of the coronavirus and what's going on now, he's decided it's wiser to stay hunkered down, which I agree with at this current time. I've also canceled my pending plans to go east due to the fact that New York wants to quarantine people from California, which means if you get to a New York thruway toll booth or something like that, they're going to ask you to pull over to the side. They're going to issue you something that an admission to a hotel or something like that, and you're bound to quarantine for 2 weeks. I'm not going to go down that road. Stuff's looking pretty bad right now. So I've decided to limit my travels to California and Nevada and possibly Mexico until stuff clears up over here. Let's see. Is that Pounder on here? Nice to see you, Pounder.
AD Taylor.
So, hi, Pamela.
Doris.
So, Monkey Boy had nothing to do with your service, and I'm going to drill down on that because I have two guys here that you did multiple services in 2 branches of the military, which is astounding to me. But you, Monkey
5
Boy
years.
had nothing. They didn't call
5
you
years.
Monkey Boy in the Rangers. huh?
Nope. No.
They call him Snowflake, yeah.
They called him Sir.
No, they call me actually Ziggy.
Ziggy. Okay,
Yeah.
because this guy could literally snap you in two with. I'm just saying.
With his wit alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Fat Boy, just
Hey,
FYI,
Shimei.
I'm not a Vietnam vet, bro. I'm too young.
I
I was in
was.
Central America.
I
Fat
went
Boy.
closer to Vietnam than either one of these guys did. I think it was about what.
Oh, my girl is not from
16,
freaking
15
Vietnam.
when it ended, so I was a lot closer to having register for the draft in Vietnam, but I never did. It never happened to me. And I was never in the service, but I have a lot of family members that are. But interestingly enough, you never talked about your service. The first time I met you, I was I with was I alone or who was I with?
D. You were with D.
And we were making our way
Actually,
over.
we were talking on the side chat.
Yeah.
And then Cheryl, you said, come on down. And so Cheryl kind of coordinated it. You know, she was giving you the minute by minute where I was at.
Now, I thought you were a bullshitter. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I thought that you were just like, because you have a lot of people, hey, I'm a couple blocks from you, I'm going to stream snuck. Okay, yeah, all right. And I'm used to people kind of dicking, like, But we were going over to Jackson and D Street, which is the old black Las Vegas.
I was chasing you guys. You guys would move here, I'm here, then you'd move over there.
Because I didn't.
I was there. Wasn't I there? Was I there?
No, it was just
I think you were on the side.
Yeah. Different lifetime.
But I didn't believe you. I thought, this could be like, I'm down on, I'm turning off Bonanza now, and I'm turning on D Street. I'm okay, yeah.
I think I watched it. That's right. I think I was watching
it.
Yeah.
And then this guy rolls up and stood up, and I'm like, oh. And I just automatically, I didn't know who the hell you were, but I wanted to salute you because I was looking up at you. You'd never said a damn thing you have followed me for in excess of a year or
more. It was more
than a year. On my channel,
I remember seeing you in 2015 when I had my Burbank shop because I'd get there early, watch you, Nomadic Fanatic, and whoever else.
What's up? What's up, Dave? So anyway, and I asked you that night. You'd never ever spoken about your background ever.
Hey, Adventure Unknown.
And that night, I asked you about you were the told me because I looked at you and I thought, look at this guy. This guy's like a block. This guy's like a block, right? And he's like looked tough as hell. And I didn't know if he was going to flat me out there because.
What I do? Tell him what I did to your hair when I first met you. I put you in pigtails.
Yeah, put me in pigtails. And I like, nice to meet you. I was initiated. I was initiated into the Army Ranger. Yeah, he said, "Wow, he didn't think you were nutty. He probably thought I was pretty nutty for walking around Jackson and out D Street, but that's the kind of crazy shit that I do because that's a really rough area over on D Street, as you know. But that's the kind of places I like to head into and do that kind of. So he was doing a Brazilian wig lift all that night to go along with my Brazilian butt lift there, but. You've always been very understated about your service. But I can't help it if I find it fascinating. And then I was able to finally come to your home where you have a beautiful home in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
You invited me over. Your wonderful gal just cooked a hellacious, incredible meal for us that night. And I had asked you beforehand, and you had laid out all of your stuff for jungle certification and
there's still tons I didn't even show you.
Photos, so you got some additional stuff that will show.
You should show them that one photo of my team.
Yeah, I showed that photo of you with your team. You were the guy that carried the big M60 on your
shoulders.
How much did that baby weigh?
Oh, it was heavy. And
1,000 pounds.
No,
might as well
be probably 60 pounds or more, and then you have ammunition, and then you have a assistant gunner, and then you have an ammo bearer that carries the ammo.
Yeah. So I'm the one that's nosy about people's. I'll take an ultra. Yeah, just an ultra light.
I'll take an ultra light.
That'd be great.
Ultra light. And where are we going to put the bottles?
Just sit them right there on the windowsill, right over, straight ahead of you, right there.
Okay,
I'd like to try one of the Goldie. I've never had. They're in the refrigerator here. The ultra. Yep. We got so much beer, we're taking up every bit of space.
We're going to start making some money this week and sell them on the sidewalk.
How you doing, Jody? So I'm the one that really pressed about. I wanted to see because I'm fascinated. Number one, why somebody would be such a nut as to go to be a ranger and just make yourself miserable and
comfortably miserable
and have yourself treated like basically dirt, expendable, and then you jumped out 300 plus times out of a plane, which I find astounding, in darkness and just. Were you ever fearful or anything on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I don't know. They told you that desert's like sponge cake.
Like a sponge cake. Battalion commander right out there. Man, it's going to be a sponge cake. And you see broken helmets and legs and stuff.
Oh my God! Unbelievable. Eric's in Santa Rosa. People over there jumping him on your behalf. Yeah, well, I can't help it. I already texted Eric a couple days ago and told him I had guests coming in. There was a confluence of people on the rancho. I can only accommodate so many people at one time, and then it conflicts with my travel too. So I was going to meet Eric.
Thank you.
And then he was delayed in late September. He was up at the where they have the Burning Man. They had the pseudo Burning Man, and he took extra days being up there, so he missed his chance to come down to the rancho and meet me. I cannot sit here with my thumb up my bum, sitting here waiting for people to show up. So I took off for Vegas. So yeah, he didn't carry the mini Gatling gun. So he's welcome. But not in the next few days. I've got stuff going on, and then I'm going to be taking off for LA again and redoing all that. So, but I did enjoy seeing all of your stuff, and you did share some of your funny memories. But it cost you a hip, all that jumping.
It did.
Yeah. And you have an appreciation for Missy Jen having double hip replacement.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, it's
within
quite a journey.
Within 1 month of each other.
Too much.
She had both of them.
Bilateral hip replacement.
Both of them done. When does PC arrive? Well, I guess he'll pop by and maybe see us. Donnie, I'm glad you're alive. The hurricane, 100-mile-an-hour winds. I'm glad that you did. Glad that you survived. To everybody in Louisiana, God bless. I know we didn't get a lot of headlines.
Hey, Rhonda.
Category 2 hurricane coming in there. So I saw that video. God bless you. I cried during the stars every week.
Dude, thank you, D. It's so sweet.
Yeah. So I'm thankful for. I can't help it if people want to question valor. I mean, we have had a history here on the Boyd of questionable people that have claimed valor. I never passed any verdict one way or another on that, because I'm not one to, I'm nobody. I have no military. And to me, you can be whoever the hell you want to be on YouTube. Okay? As long as it's not interfering with my life and stuff like that. So now, this gentleman over here, Air Force, then United States Army Reserve. Just tell people the thumbnail again, because it's unusual with a person would go from Air Force to...
I served active duty Air Force.
Yeah.
I got out, ended up in the Air Force Reserve, got tired of going to San Bernardino every freaking month from Las Vegas, and then ended up back in Las Vegas with Nevada National Guard, driving tanks.
Fun stuff.
And then you went to Ranger School.
And then I went to Ranger School, and I'm a SEAL, and then I went to Special CIA Operative School.
Let's see. Jero says, Monkey Boy, have you ever did a high altitude jump?
Yes.
I don't even know what would...
Halo, high altitude, low opening.
What would constitute...
high altitude?
High altitude.
Above 10,000 feet.
Wow. That's like almost 2 miles high.
Did you have to have oxygen supplement, or?
No.
Still within the... Yeah, okay.
Right. We're still within range, but my butthole was that tight.
Joey D says, I never understood how anybody could jump out of... Neither could I, Joe. But then again, Joe, I don't understand how you could rack bombs on the bottom of plane. Handle big time ordnance.
Let me pull the pin for you.
Yeah, where does this go, dude? Hey, Joe, what's this go to? Don't put it in, don't boom. Lighten up everything. So, how you doing, Michelle? How you doing, Charles? Yeah, good to hear you. Yeah, obviously I got more warning, but Michelle, I've only got a limit to how many people can be here on the rancho, and I have a ton of people that wanted to confluence and pop by. I think so I just can't have everybody show up willy nilly. It just doesn't work that way. So
Bribes don't hurt either,
I've
though. I'm just saying.
yeah, I've just got so much in the way of accommodation, and we've got the Sean Shack full out there. So hello, Becky. Good evening, all and gentlemen. Thank you for amazing commitment
Thank
for
you.
these guys and. So they rolled into town and treated the boys to a little bit of Denny's. I bet that hit the spot.
That was wonderful.
Breakfast at night.
Lumberjack
It's awesome.
special, guys.
A little bit of dining al fresco.
Yeah.
Welcome to Santa Rosa. Welcome to Sonoma County. We have 0 indoor dining whatsoever. So we're all sitting outside tents.
Actually, no, I'm spoken for. We'll just go ahead and say that. Sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Z has a love stalker that's
I
out there.
I have a stalker.
Yeah, it's a love stalker. I don't believe that Eric's headed to the rancho. Randy, I believe you're bullshitting. Hello, Eddie. How are you? I'm waiting at the fire bowl. Yeah, sure. So, what kind of things? Some things you're not allowed to tell me because I think they're going to try to.
Never.
Pertaining to what?
I don't know what you're talking about. Crazy talk.
They've had a lot of time to concoct these 9 hours behind the wheels.
What are we going to do to
Oh,
you?
we
We've got a couple of plans.
We had an operations order about a month ago.
Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? Thank you guys for hello from Vegas. Hello, Justin, Jamie, Mac, #1 fan. Sunshine vibes. Good to see you. But that was funny as shit tonight when the Safeway. So I'm still astounded. Never in my life have I seen a guy that was so.
Bro, you've never seen titties before.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then just to take a whole 12-pack of ultralight and just dead drop
Lose
it.
all muscle control.
Drop your jaw, not the beer, bro.
And the beer can one broke, and I'm telling you, you're not going to charge for that, are you? The guy's like, well, I might have to cover it myself. Don't you think that you should?
Oh, you dropped it, dude.
You dropped this shit.
He should actually give you a tip.
Yeah, I said, well, you got to give a credit for that. And he's like, yeah, I will. I said, well, I want to see you give the credit on your little punchy doodle thing here right now. So he gave the credit on the punchy doodle thing, and the guy's asking me out. Bounty Hunter, I don't need you interceding on his behalf. I will have no other visitors on the rancho tonight here. Let's see, Rosie. Oh, how you doing, Jose?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Charlotte says, Mr. Z. Detailers, the monkey boy. I get to live 3 years in Brennerhaven, Germany with my ex. Also served at APG in Maryland, Aberdeen Proving Grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Maryland. We certainly knew where Aberdeen Proving Grounds and the NSA and up there. And Fort Meade is all the listening outposts and things like that. He was military, police, and small arms specs. How
Specialist.
safe do you feel sitting between? I feel incredibly
At least
safe.
for about another 2 or 3 beers, then you might be suspect of that.
Now, tomorrow night, I'm hoping we go to the cemetery. I would not go alone anymore to the Santa Rosa Rural Cemetery. But when you have a guy that's 7 feet 6 inches tall here and a fully
And a
trained
spider monkey.
Only 6
Zulu
Fully
combat
trained spider
warrior,
monkey, yeah.
I don't worry about anything over there. We got plenty of firepower, lights, and everything else. So it's going to be a great stream tomorrow night.
Thank you,
I'm going to suggest that we have a real good stream over there, and then just stay live, come back over here, go to this, and just do some drinking because we got a hell of a lot of beer to
We got
drink.
some whiskey.
Retire the
We got
wig.
some
What's going
malt liquor.
on? Which one is Mr. Z? Is right here, and this is Monkey Boy here. Everybody has asked me over the last couple weeks, how did you first discover my channel? You said you were in Burbank, and of course you
I was in
moved.
Burbank in my shop, and so I'd get there in the mornings, and I kind of had a little ritual. I'd watch Nomadic Fanatic freak out and beg, and when he was like in this van, and then I'd cruise over to you and saw this crazy woman and her little tatas bouncing around, going, "Wow." So it just kind of followed slowly.
So it's been that's been a long time,
Mm.
been a long time. And this is not a wig, by the way, okay? So you cannot pull this off, all right? I hate to disappoint you. John Jacob, Rosie, Mr. Z, good evening. Enjoy your time at the Rancho, gentlemen. Dave says, I went to Fort McLean and Fort Dix, did 6 years in the Army
Dave.
Reserves. Never left country, wanted to go full time. They had a job in Fort Carson, but didn't want to do it. So thank
For
you, Liz.
dicks. Sorry.
No, thank you for your service, bro.
Hi, Sapphire Blue. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Maria Munda says I'm in Pakistan. Okay,
Good
sorry
Chris,
about
how you
that. Hope it's a calm night in Pakistan, calm morning over there today. How did we first meet? How did you?
Well, at the time, my better half wasn't able to meet you.
Oh,
yeah. So I went in surrogate, so to
Yep.
speak, and we're like, "Hey, you're cool.
And-
yeah, you're pretty cool yourself."
Yeah, and we formed a real bond and a great friendship. And I joke around a lot, but your better half is a tremendous.
All of this is because of her.
Person. All of
Yeah.
this that you're going to be seeing is because of her.
I had a couple of ideas I threw on top, but yeah.
Kindness. I was able to meet her in person and things, and she's a wonderful friend of mine, and I love her to pieces. Yeah, you became a stand-in.
Yeah.
I see, Dave.
By accident.
Yeah,
Wife
became
didn't want to do
a stand-in for there. Hey Zoe, how are you? Wife didn't want to do it. She had some medical stuff going on at that time and could not do it. But I thought that was really cool that you came out, and then you're still very good friends with Missy.
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is a hat. Jen and I exchange hats. We both have hat collections, and I'm wearing this awesome hat that she gave me.
But of course, the rumors. Jen hates my guys.
Oh, of course, yeah, right.
Fat boy.
Besides all these, like you said, besides all these texts, good morning texts and all this other crap, come on.
Yeah, I mean, let's.
I thought I was might stick with those Dunkin' Donuts, the big jelly inside. It'll make those two lattice tissue pockets.
Some scripts
expand.
just don't write themselves, So
The gift that keeps giving.
let's see. Detailer says I worked for the commander and IX officer Karl Schulz. Kazime had a great time in Germany. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, thumbs up are appreciated, guys. If we could get to 100. So the boys have a hall pass this weekend. Exactly. Hey, Sherry Anna, how are you? I'll tell you, you're acting like you got like you're on shore leave right now.
I got a nice buzz.
lucky.
That's what I'm acting like. I can barely read from here with my glasses, guys, so I can do that.
I'm reading for you out here. I'm reading. Good to see you, Sherry Anna. So hope that you are doing well. Now,
Hey, Brad Silverdog, how you doing, buddy?
Is Brad?
No, he's not. I just wanted to.
I
just wanted to go up there and say, hey, Brad, how you doing?
Brad,
enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, horns on the head. Yeah, good to see you.
Lattice tissue.
Fat horns.
Fat pockets, babe.
Yeah, that Italian restaurant was.
By Christmas, he'll be running.
Yeah, I finally
nipples on them.
I finally put the Ventano restaurant.
We saw that. We were driving up here. We saw that.
Yep.
That was really cool.
That was a really probably one of the best views I enjoyed sitting out there. And
that's one of the best meals we had, I think.
And looking out over the Henderson's higher than Vegas, and you can just see beautifully across the whole.
Henderson's really a beautiful city.
It really is beautiful over there. I don't even feel like I'm in Las Vegas when I'm over there, which is nice. So the Italian restaurant. Yeah, Minerva, we see you. Please notice me. Here's not the place to channel build.
But Elbow will help you grow your channel.
Yeah.
Each week continues.
Mr. Z's on shore lead. Red Rover send Mr. Z over. Mr. Z and Monkey Boy. Hey, Laurel. Nice to see you guys in Sonoma County. we're happy to be here. So tomorrow, I'm really looking forward to doing the cemetery.
Queenie.
Thank you, Linda. We're going to. Yeah, I could have hooked up with a Safeway guy.
Yeah, you had a date for show.
You could probably have a lot
Tell
of
us how
side
you
stuff.
do.
I could have put you boys on ice for a couple of hours.
Yeah, just put the put the tie on the doorknob.
Let's break out the beer, man.
Looks like we gotta hop the fence.
Yeah, you've already broken a few of them. Let's start drinking the rest
Right.
of them. On there,
Let's
so.
call it a write-off.
So I'm really looking forward to the cemetery, and then the rest we're going to play by ear here. Let me show them that poker set. You want to grab that poker? Look at this. Is most poker chips that you see in Party City and places like that, they're made of plastic. These are actually the clay type of casino chips, which I think is pretty cool. Here, this is really heavy. This probably weighs about 15.
Oh, baby, that baby. Ah.
Well,
It's got some weight to it, definitely.
yeah, it's definitely got some weight to it.
Gotta get
And it comes in its own. I'll turn it around when I lift this up here. Oh, this is a great. Look at this case here. You even have the black and milds in there.
That was added addition.
And riffle those chips a little bit for me, Mr. Z, so that they can hear the sound.
Let's do the hundreds.
Yeah, do the hundreds there. These are 25s and 5. See,
The real deal.
you hear that? That's the real
Clay.
chip sound. That's the real authentic type that they would use
I see you flipping through your fingers like they're
in the
nothing.
casino. And what's really cool, right? We got that black and mild there.
Oh, yeah, the chords.
What's really cool is the cards, and I'm going to pass this over to you for a second. Thank you. They got the really cool, like the Vargas cards there, which are really cool.
Racy.
Racy, but taste. They're
Yeah, no,
they're
I think
not
it's
crazy.
awesome.
They're and I'm really
Like the Ace of Diamonds is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just a wonderful set of cards. Yeah, I like that.
I like all of them.
I like all of them. I like these kind of unique. I always played bicycle cards when I was in card clubs and crap, and that was boring. Those that kind of card set. So yeah, we're gonna
Like in
play
the 50s,
poker.
that was porn.
Yeah,
right.
This was it.
That's
Vargas,
soft core right there, boy.
You're that with Natural
Vargas-
Geographic.
Yeah.
yeah, Vargas was it for like Playboy. You guys probably don't even know what the hell Playboy was, but back in my day,
Vargas, yeah, he was one of their.
he was their big artist back there. Yeah.
Like a contracted artist for him, yeah.
Which is, it's risque, but it's not crazy. You know what
It's
I'm
like
saying?
pinup art, yeah.
Exactly. So it's a beautiful set. It's heavy as can
badass.
be. It's really.
We're gonna play some poker.
So we'll be dealing up some poker there. So that's why I didn't last night playing poker. I was a winner. Woo! Nice. Really nice. Really nice. Love the cards. Yeah, they're kind of nice. So we're gonna try playing a little poker too. I'm looking forward to that. Now, Mr. Z, you went crazy. The Z crew sending in food. You already sent up a big thing of Omaha.
Stinks.
Couldn't believe
Don't
it.
forget this. You can show this off, a little show and tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Irish whiskey.
Oof.
Triple distilled. Tullamore established in 1829. Look at that. Shit, we ought to have a slug of that,
Let's
man.
do that. I'll go get the solo cups.
Let me
Okay.
get.
You
I
wanna
don't
break
get the
that
solo cups. I got the.
I got solo shot cups. It's so cool.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
grab them.
okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at this.
I'll have to find. Give me a minute.
I'm
I was
not
trying
much
to
of a.
find them.
I'm not. I'm not a Scotch drinker. You also brought something else over here too.
Called
You're gonna have a
Death Scotch.
wee. You're gonna have a wee nip of.
I will have a wee
A
nip.
bit of a whiskey, Mike.
I will.
You gonna have a bit of a whiskey?
Absolutely, mate.
Hey, Gov, brought the whiskey tonight. superimpose your mug on the Queen of Spades. Exactly. I was on a bowling league for 10 years. We used Chippendale cards. All right. You know, but they still have Chippendale in Fremont Street.
Yeah.
But you look better than most of the Chippendales.
Oh God, no. Maybe years ago, but not today. No, I'm not
You
going
see
there.
Mr. Z is a Chippendale. Ooh, let me get my picture taken with you.
Terrible.
Ooh,
What about that
Miss
Granny
Monkey
Chippendale?
Boy, let
Oh.
me get. Ooh,
Embarrassing.
you're a good-looking guy, you know.
No.
So you can't hide that. So let me open this up. We're gonna have a shot of this. You guys know I'm all about Kentucky bourbon, but I'm not opposed to.
I like Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not on Tennessee whiskey myself, but.
Lexingburg, Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't cotton to Tennessee whiskeys. I like Kentucky bourbons, but that's just a personal preference on, I don't like Dickel and I don't like.
I have a soft spot for Tennessee.
Oh, that smells good. That smells good. Can you tear that thing off? I can't tear that thing off there. I'm here together with Ricardo D'Souza. Okay, Maria, welcome to you. What beer am I drinking? This is the first time I've ever had the Michelob Ultra Pure Gold. Mr. Monkey Boy says I need to make damn sure that I have my carbs.
Low
So this
carbs,
is
yeah.
2.5 carbs. So this is very, very, very low. So it
You
only
need carbs to
85
function normally and
calories.
neurologically. No carbs, brain fails.
May I get a whiff of that? Stick my big fat nose
Yeah,
in
go
for a
ahead.
second. How did you smell it?
Yeah, go ahead. We
How's
did. Yep, smells very good.
That'll burn your nose hair, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
Oh my God. Where's my Sharpie? XXX. Yeah.
You want to dispense?
It's for my rheumatiz.
You
It's my
wanna-
rheumatiz
yeah,
medicine.
We're going to try this. Focus, and so there we go. Okay. We're going to let you pour this.
Are you sure?
Yep, just give me
Let me
a
get rid
half
of
of
this
one.
one.
Don't fill mine all the way up. Just a half of.
Yeah, I don't
This
think I'll
is
maybe do a full one.
This is more than a shot.
This smells
All
potent.
right, here we go. Let's give this a whirl here. Yowza! I don't want to get too crazy tonight.
This is just a taste, right? Just a taste.
Smells
Did you want
good.
some,
Of course.
Yeah, he's
Mr.
gonna
Monkey
have
Boy?
a
Okay,
shot.
just wanted to make sure.
He said, "Don't let me."
You want a
get
full
sick."
one or half one? You good?
No, I'm gonna shoot the whole thing. So
I'm gonna slow sip it. You go ahead and shoot. You said, "Don't let me get silly tonight."
I'm not gonna get silly. But,
I hope you're
you
gonna get silly.
know, boy, too much trouble.
Too much trouble.
We doing this now?
Anna G says, I'd take a nerd any day over a Chippendale. I don't really find the Chippendales that attractive because it's just all right, well, let's do this first.
Chippendales isn't my
Yeah,
flavor
it's
anyway,
not-
so
All right, guys, salud, huh? It's like the Soprano gang. Hey, salud.
I was thinking more Three Stooges, but yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
Sopranos are
big.
cool too.
Gave him the Fakula
We
there.
doing
All
this?
right, everybody, cheers. Let me have a. Wow, that's amazingly smooth for.
That's good.
I wasn't ready for how smooth this is. You know.
pretty smooth, but I'm feeling it. The
Already?
warmth. No, I mean not like that.
Are you sure you're a ranger?
I'm so drunk.
We're gonna have to send you back to the barracks.
Oh my God!
Let
no.
me see what is it. I can't even see that. I can't read that, but
I'm just
very
90
very
proof.
smooth. Very very smooth. Yeah, we want Monkey Boy to get silly. So, well, the night's long. I didn't get notification. We've been live for 43 minutes tonight.
It's
So
marked for its smoothness, just so you know.
it is incredible
It is
for
marked for
It is
I'm-
really
smoothness.
smooth. Yeah.
Like I'm used to Jameson, which I like is an Irish whiskey, and also Bushmills.
That was very little exhale of fumes on that
I
one.
mean, I
That
can't
wasn't
even
bad at all.
believe how smooth. How smooth.
It kind of almost had an apple taste when you first take it.
Isn't it nice?
You know, a little bit.
No go.
I'm blown away. Yeah, why don't you trade that and then grab that scotch? if you
Oh
don't
my
mind.
Oh
God.
no.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go. Mix
Just
it up,
one-
baby.
what was it? Mix
That's
it
like
up.
mixing your hard liquor.
Good
The guy on the
Lord.
right looks like Jerry Van Dyke. Yes, he does a little bit, doesn't he? Dick Van Dyke's brother.
Simon.
You wanna
Simon
show
Cowell.
this one?
Yeah, this
This is
is
cool.
That's what most people say.
This
look like
is
Simon
Monkey
Cowell.
Shoulder, the original blended malt Scotch whiskey, batch 27 here. Monkey Shoulder.
Show the three monkeys.
Yeah,
them.
up on the top. Let me show you. There's the three monkeys right there, which is pretty damn cool. And I don't know exactly. I guess they adhered that onto the side, but that's damn cool. I like the way that's actually embossed into that.
Yeah.
Into that thing.
I had to
that's
buy
pretty
it.
Amazing.
Honestly, I was trying to decide between the two. I just thought I'm gonna get both.
I'm not now.
There was another one I wanted to get too.
I'm
though,
I'm not a Scotch drinker, but I will.
I'm
try
neither. I
it.
thought it was different.
Try that.
Really cool.
I will
Look
try
at
a
that.
shot
That
of
is
that.
badass.
Yeah, look at that right on the top.
Excuse
That
me.
is really really wild. Right on the top of it too. The three monkeys right there. How do you pick this shit, man? How do you? Huh?
There's a cool
there a
liquor
method
store
to-
in there's lots of liquor stores, but
Inspired
there's one that has
by
all kinds of cool
Maltman's
different
craft.
things.
Has been created using I can't even read that. Mellow vanilla with spicy hints, zesty orange, vanilla, honey, and spiced oak. So let's do a little taste of that.
We need a cigar.
Isn't
with
that
this
bottle
shit.
cool? Yeah.
If anybody's interested, there's a store in Las Vegas, a chain
Yeah,
called
let's
Lee's
go-
Liquors.
Let's go in there next time.
Yeah,
let's go
definitely.
to Lee's Liquor.
Oh, you're
Just
gonna
a little
love it.
half for me.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'll do this one first.
Okay.
Downhill.
Yeah, just a little. Good. Right
Mhm,
there.
mhm.
Yep, little hand.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah,
Fire
why
up the
not?
range.
Ready, princess?
Fire in the hole, Ranger.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you ready, Princess? Yeah. You sure the Ranger can take it tonight? You know, the guys must have busted balls a lot in the Rangers
Holy
and stuff.
fuck, yeah.
If anybody showed any weakness or something,
There's so
like
much peer
that,
pressure.
You are
you
fucking
know.
marked.
Hey, Hot
So-
Frog,
You are
how
marked.
are you? How are you? Don't put your eyes out.
Hot Frog, how you doing, bro?
Jesse says, I would take up drinking again to hang out with Rosie. Wouldn't that be cool? Now, I'm not a Scotch drinker. As you guys know, my weapon of choice is bourbon.
I prefer bourbon also.
Bourbon.
Scotch has got kind of a weird taste
Good to
to
see
me,
you,
but
bro.
Yeah, I think it's the botanicals in
Yeah.
Scotch.
yeah, it smells different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me.
You can
Ah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, Hot Frog, what's up, bro?
Are you all right?
This is disgusting.
Stand down, son.
Oh my god.
Son,
Yeah, Scotch is different, definitely.
This is good only if you want to start a
son,
fire.
you're in the presence of a superior officer. Do not stand. Do not drop that salute, son. All right. Let me try a little taste of this.
Hey, Canadian chick.
Now, you can definitely taste the botanicals that this has more. This definitely has a herbal rendering to it, and it's
And you can smell it.
yeah. I don't know how to
It's
describe.
definitely not
I mean,
bourbon.
I don't like it when these assholes describe liquor like, oh, it's got vanilla
Snobs.
notes
Liquor
with
snobs.
cinnamon and caramel undertones and a little whiff of dog shit underneath of the
If you're
palate.
lucky, yeah.
And it lingers on the palate like opera sex, or something like that. Give me a break, okay? It's. Have you tried it? Are you
No.
holding?
I'm waiting to shoot.
Huh?
I'm going to shoot the
You
whole
look
thing.
like you're ready to
Ready?
cry.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
go
Siki
ahead.
saki, siki
All
saki,
right.
hoi, hoi, hoi. Oh,
Oh,
that's different.
That was pretty foul.
Man, that almost blew my nuts off. That
That reminds me of high school drinking, sneaking in my parents'
That's
liquor.
not-
That's what that reminds me
Oh
of.
man, that was like, sneaking your parents' liquor, like you don't know what the hell you're just
Drink
pouring
it.
in, just drinking that shit.
My parents would let me
Oh
drink.
my
While
god,
they
yeah,
get home.
with notes of dog shit underneath of it on the palate. I don't like
But you know-
the way they describe things, like the bourbon had a soft caramel undertone with vanilla on it and a slight hint of licorice on the tongue. And I'm like, they pay you to write this
Yeah.
shit on the bottle?
I'm not a big Scotch fan, but that was actually pretty good Scotch. That was
God,
That was
Almighty.
nasty. That was flat out
well,
nasty.
for Scotch.
Yeah.
Scotch
Whiskey was
drinkers know.
better, way better.
But it helps to fill out the liquor.
Oh, it looks
selection.
so much better back there, doesn't it?
Next, the boys will be demanding tequila. Let's have a shot of
Ooh,
tequila.
Jägermeister.
No, not for me, tequila.
Oh, Jägermeister. You like Jägermeister?
No,
Oh,
no,
I
no,
can't
that's
stand
nasty.
that.
Nasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I'd rather have my hair years pulled off my nutsack than to drink Jaeger bombs and stuff. I don't know how people.
Oh, no.
I'd rather drink
I don't
Jägermeister
know
than
how
that. Thank
people
you.
can do that. Hey, Mama June, how are you? My uncle drank scotch and milk in his 90s.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Oh. Wow.
That's bizarre, yeah.
I mean, I could not concoct a worse punishment to people in prison than scotch and milk together. You know, like Nurse Ratched and one flew over the coop. Medication time, boys.
Yeah.
Medication time. Scotch and milk time. Woo! Oh, Sunshine Vibe says I love Yeg. I just can't. Hey, Stoney,
It's
how
got
you
a
doing?
time and a place, that's
Yeah.
my opinion. The time
Yeah.
and a place, then you're good.
You got to
I
be somebody
just
you really
can't,
like.
Yeah.
Like I can't do silver tequila. I can only do the gold tequilas, the Herradors and things like that. They pull too much flavor out of the silver for my taste on that. Have you guys had Metaxa or Ouzo?
Ouzo, yeah.
Ouzo's
Tastes
the
like
Greek
licorice, yes.
Licorice.
Isn't like
It's good, though. It's
Is it
got
like
a-
anisette? Licorice anisette?
Yeah,
Anisette
and-
is licorice.
yeah.
It has, yeah, the older,
And
yeah.
if you drink that and you don't think Anthony Quinn, then something's wrong with you. The great Zorba, you know, and all that. Oompa. Right? Look at even the camera's out of focus now with this shit. Let me fix this. Is it me or is there we
It's
go?
the liquor
It's the
speaking.
fumes of the
Ooh,
scotch.
boy. How did you all meet? I've known.
She picked me up hitchhiking. We picked him up hitchhiking.
Yeah, and I took care of both of these boys here. I took care of both of these.
She was driving.
Yeah, never say I don't put out for the military. Okay, I mean I've answered the call of duty here. I've known
Took one
you,
for the team.
Yeah, you have known me for probably 5 years, but we only met in 2019 when I was on Jackson and D Street in.
Right, physically, but we talked.
Yeah,
Pretty
you would
often.
be on my side chat.
Yeah, right, talking.
You never talked about your military.
Never.
You never said a damn thing about yourself on my chat, except that you would come in and
Just be monkey boy.
be Monkey Boy. And I was supposed to, I had a very, Mr. Z's significant other has been a wonderful friend of mine for years. She could not make it to the meet. I did end up eventually meeting her, which was a grand day we had. You stood in and you didn't know what the hell to expect. You're
Well,
like,
she
imagine
introduced
your
me to you.
significant other's like, oh, well, you got to go meet Rosie. You're like, who in the hell
Oh,
is?
God, with the Tetra dog crap. That was funny, bro.
Yeah, like who in the hell is Rosie? You know what I mean? And then
I'd seen a little bit of you
you
at
look
first,
at the
yeah.
videos. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go meet her.
You mean that space chick?
Space girl? Let me get this. Yeah, I'm
There you
gonna
go.
meet. I'm gonna meet. Really? She might liquidate me.
Too much.
On the spot or something like that. So that's how I met. Mr. Z, and I give you tremendous credit for showing up and meeting. Now, did you meet Jen too?
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
time? Yeah, we met Jen too. At
And
that
then
time.
Bobby, and then we headed over to the Piranha Club for shenanigans, and then I got up, went to work, and came back, and we went shooting the next day again.
We went shooting the next day. Guys, we're so close to 100 thumbs up. Let's see if we can hit those thumbs up tonight. Yeah. Let's at least hit thumbs up for the service that these great gentlemen have performed in the duty and service of the United States of America. That's what makes me particularly proud of both of them. Jumping 300 plus
Thanks, Mama
times out of a
I just like wearing
plane.
cool hats. Yeah.
being in service in deep jungle of Central,
America.
which you never really talked about too much.
About what?
Jumping and being into this, your operations down in.
No.
Are you allowed to speak? You're probably not.
Speak
allowed
of what? What are you talking about?
Look at this
We don't know
guy.
what you're talking about.
You can't even get it out of him,
You know who would be more understanding is somebody who was in the military, because you could tell a civilian person about something and they're like, well, okay. But it's just different. It's different. No one's going to understand, so you just don't say much.
Well,
You
let's
tell them a
just,
few highlights. Where,
let's just say there's a lot of things that probably the United States carries out in the way of missions that the average media is never going to
Never.
never hear about.
Never. Absolutely never.
And
There's
I don't
shit
want,
going
hey,
on
Kitten
that
Cat,
people-
good to see you. Thank you, Kitten Cat. $2 from Kitten Cat with a thumbs up. Thank
Hey,
you.
Kitten Cat, how are you, bro?
Yeah, Pocket
How are you, bro?
Changey. Pocket Changey, we're sure hoping you'll come by over the next, maybe not for the cemetery chooch tomorrow night, but there's a guy you guys definitely want to meet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Sure.
really, you've seen him on the videos recently. And I will be heading down to LA, Las Vegas again on probably Monday. So sending positively. Hey, Blackhearted. Yeah, the Piranha Club in Las Vegas. Yeah, Angela said he's being modest. He helped take down a predator or two in Guatemala in 1987. You were like Schwarzenegger with the.
Pretty crazy. That's all I gotta say.
Did
He's the
carry
guy
that
blasting
big- did you
Metallica.
carry
I just
that-
carried the M60 and did my thing. That's all. I
That
did.
thing is fucking huge to carry through. Were you responsible for the functionality of
Everything.
that
Oh,
thing?
I'm the team leader. Yeah, it's my responsibility.
I mean, it's a lot to tote around when you worry about the humidity and shit, and you worry
I was
about
comfortable.
everything.
I was so comfortable. I enjoyed. It was like a cruise vacation.
So the way they do, they want to bust your balls to make it so shitty that even regular place that you would jump into would be
they want you to
paradise.
quit.
It'd be like a Club Med.
They're gonna
want
put you in the
quit.
worst situation to make you quit, and it's mind over matter. Doesn't matter.
And guys quit, right? They
They'll
would
drop like flies.
drop like flies. What was the real killer? The kill and skin a rabbit needed and
Oh, just there's so many facets to people. You know, it's all emotional. People quit not because they can't do it. They don't think they can.
Joey's,
all mental.
Joey's over there making up barracks concoctions.
let's
back
see.
in
Joey
Okinawa.
D says in Japan. Joey D says in Japan we used to mix Japanese bourbon and Japanese red wine. We called it a bakadon bomb. It would mess you up.
In a good way.
What's up, Juice? What's up,
Hey,
Juice?
Juice.
Yeah, Joey D was served a lot of time over in Japan and in I believe Okinawa and places like that. And
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah,
for
I always thank him for his service. Think about the people I have. The boss, United States Navy, served on the Polar Express, his ship. He became an electrician's mate first class in the Navy. Went on to become a, almost a master electrician in the Brotherhood IBEW. Great training for him. Think about Bobby, United States Army. Bobby always says, "I was only a cook,"
Hey, as
Well,
long as
look,
you didn't give me
you did
diarrhea,
something,
you're
bro.
good in
You
my
did
book.
Let me tell you what. When the shit hits the fan, the cooks are expected to pick up a weapon and be right there on that goddamn line, that firing line, when the shit hits
No,
the
they're
fan.
I was
Turn
telling
headquarters
Wookie Boy a
packing.
story
Yeah,
earlier.
they're
packing
exactly.
shit to go.
No,
they're
I
not.
don't know, man, but I'm just saying, look, you don't pick what you want to do in the Army. They assign you what the hell you want to do. So to me, Bobby, thank you, Dave. The boys are telling Worcester. To me, he's every bit as important in the service of our nation as anybody else was, because when he did get drafted, but he answered the call and he went and he did
his thing.
He did his thing.
Now, if you're admin, we do laugh at you if you're admin. But other than that, everybody else is cool.
Now hey, chiming in, how you doing, sweetie? Chiming in says, my whole family has been military. That's awesome. What, your father was military. You grew
Yes.
up on the Presidio in San Francisco, and you had a tear in your eye. I remember when you, I'm not calling you a pussy, but we were down at the
Sheriff
Presidio,
Force.
and you stood there and saw where you
Where I grew up, yeah.
where you basically grew up on the
A
Presidio.
couple of years at least, yeah.
That was an emotional moment for you,
A
wasn't it?
coming home moment. Yes, reflection. It
And
was
you
awesome,
could-
though. I appreciated that.
You could tell that you were really impressed that we went down there and you were able to go roll right up and see exactly where you
And then
lived.
that fucking dog almost bit my nuts off. Came running across the grass. Holy shit. Forgot about that.
Yeah, so good. My father was a cook in the Army. So I don't like that when I was only a cook in the Army, Bullshit. You answered the call. You did your job. You came in. You did your service. And I'm very, very appreciative of that. Then I met Joey D, United States Air Force retired. He did the full Monty, the whole damn thing. And retired around Travis Air Force Base now. And, you have my ultimate respect, Joey D, racking bombs and
Yep.
ordnance underneath.
BB Stacker.
Woo! I mean, that's a balls on kind of job, right? Like you get the dumbass, well, where'd this pin come from? Boom, and the
Remove before flight. Is this flight?
and the whole goddamn thing goes up in a fireball. I couldn't do what you do, Joe. I couldn't stand there and work ordnance under planes and rack bombs and all that kind of shit. But that isn't that the point, guys, that most people do not have glamorous, quote, glamorous jobs in the military. They have to do the shit that needs to be done, whether it's putting depth charges on PT boats in World War II or
even aircraft maintenance.
Aircraft
It's
maintenance.
like it's knuckle busting,
or
safety
even being
wire punching in your fingers.
In the
Yeah.
military, being a line worker. Frank Dukes,
Yeah.
Stolen Valor. Line worker is a telephone line worker, not a CIA operative.
Yeah.
I could tell you stories
Now,
about him.
that's why I say Boris Zoloft. I have a lot of respect for him because he served aboard an aircraft carrier. He had his jacket, his tour jacket that they have, and he was a below deck, I believe, mechanic and stuff.
Oh, can I mention one thing?
Sure.
Bergs, you had mentioned Don Shipley. I actually encourage you to call Don. He knows me. And as a matter of fact, we share phone numbers. So his brother was with the 1st 75th Ranger Battalion. So, bro, I encourage you to call Don and just check me out, okay? And you really want to get frisky, I'll fly there.
I've checked
I'll
out
go there,
Monkey
bro.
Boy.
I'm telling you.
I've determined
Keep telling
him to
me
be
I'm still
service
involved, bro.
ready, man. Service ready. Stolen valor has been a thing. Now I want to go back and
Let me tell you something.
whoa,
Can I
you
tell
all
you
right,
something?
bro? Are you okay?
We're good.
Can I tell you
You
something?
can bring
about
me
Stolen
another
Valor?
altar on your way,
where's he at?
back in. Let me just say something before you tear into that. I'm older than you. Vietnam is much more of a significant thing in my growing up in my teen years. Vietnam was huge. Walter Cronkite, that's the way it is, December 4th, 1970. Every night the Vietnam War was brought home to our televisions and things. And it was a big thing. Okay, and military was really degraded. And I remember when guys came back from the service and they were really fucked up because people were like, "What the hell, man? You were over there shooting these, just
Baby killer.
baby." Yeah, exactly. That really shattered the psyche of a lot of Americans at that particular time. And then when Ronald Reagan became president, all of a sudden we had the reinstilling of respect for the military and things like that, which was virtually unknown to me at that. It was refreshing to me actually to have military service respected again. So, and I hate to think maybe we've peaked out in our respect for the military, but if we do have a change in presidency, maybe it's not so foremost as it used to be. I don't know. I don't know myself here, but
From what I see is that the South appreciate veterans more than they do the homeless. Or in the West, they appreciate the homeless before veterans. That's just the fact of life.
I think there's probably something to that. What about the Northeast?
I haven't
Neutral?
experienced much up there, but I certainly
New
a lot
England,
of
Mid-Atlantic states?
No, I've only gone from Virginia south, but everyone in the southeast it's just amazing.
I think the
and-
South has always had the tradition of military service with the Citadel down
In California, they appreciate homeless people before veterans. That's just the fact of life.
Well, if you're a homeless veteran, ooh,
yeah,
double whammy.
yeah. Well, California's it's always been driven by people that, at least when I first came here, very few people were native Californians. Most people came from
Right. I'm a native Californian.
other places, So you and Janet, you're native Californians, but California's always been a place of, kind of free spirited and a different way of kind of thinking about things. Like, it's such a bitch to get into California, geophysically speaking, over mountains. It's
Unless you're born here.
yeah. You had to have a lot of balls to come to California because it was such an arduous
Just ask the Donner Party.
Yeah, ask the Donner Party. Just to get into California made you a very tough, independent stock person. But you had schools like Berkeley that really degraded the, the protest, even back to World War One about protest of the tradition of being anti-military. So I think particularly in NorCal, I think it's a little better in SoCal, don't you?
I have never got help with the military with anything ever. The only thing the military did for me is help me get my house, which I totally appreciate, and refinance it to an amazing percentage. But
They gave you a cool hat.
They gave me cool gear. How about that?
How about that? They gave you the
Cool flat pizza hat.
Yeah, they gave you the VA loan.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I'm not complaining. I went to college.
Show them a salute there, monkey boy. How it's proper. Snap that salute. That's
all
it.
the way.
That's exactly. You can't fake that shit. The veterans are most special and honored, particularly when we're coming up to November 11th. When I used to dance around in my baby doll 90s in the morning and things, there were 2 days I always held very
Thank you,
sacrosanct. Memorial Day, which is the ultimate to me, the ultimate. You don't even want to call it a holiday. That's a day where we honor people that died in the service of our nation, and I always made sure to be very properly dressed and respectful on particularly Memorial Day, but also Veterans Day, because of so many veterans I know that have
you know one thing I told Mr. Z this evening is that what my father did before he passed away. He bought me a plaque on the Rancho wall in D.C. Is that amazing?
Yeah.
Just
proud of you.
What a great father.
Proud of you, you know. Let's see, Linda says, I give thanks to all men and women. Yeah, I don't want to forget the women, too, that have served, been tortured, been died in the service of this nation. The one that says, oh, I was only a trucker. Well, you died when the IEDs exploded on the roads and things like that. You're every bit as heroic as the guys that were out there.
Absolutely.
We need to see the military ID. No one has been U.S. Army, and they have the military, at least the dog tags. Homeless vets will have the dog tag. So there's somebody challenging you for your DD-14 or whatever.
DD-14.
Listen, you know what?
You
my
actually
Ranger
brought
class
that
was
with
1078. I'm on LinkedIn.
your school, your Ranger school. You put it
everything,
out there.
everything.
You have the pictures and all that shit.
I got more pictures to show you. I have a friend, an ex-friend by the name of Frank Dukes. I'm sure a lot of you guys heard about him. He won the Ultimate Kickbox Champion of the world back in the 70s. And I've known this cat for over 35 years. I met him in Hawaii when I was on training a guy for a fight in the MMA and the first UFC fights when they started in Hawaii. And I met Frank Dukes there, and we chummed up. Actually, his girlfriend, Amelia Crow, I was training her, and we had no idea. We flew back to LA together. Amelia hugged me before she did Frankie. But besides all that,
I wonder why.
Frankie was an amazing guy, but the thing of it is, he always told me that he was a CIA operative. And actually, that's not true. Frankie was in the Marines.
Well, I was a CIA operative.
But we know that.
Yeah.
Elbow knows all about that.
Right.
Frankie was in the reserved Marines, painting a deuce and a half, and he fell off. A deuce and a half is a transport carrier, and he's been sucking off the VA since then. But before the computer came out, he was telling everybody he's a CIA operative. He was the last guy in Vietnam, got the Navy, Silver Cross, all this nonsense. I set him up in my house. This guy I've known for over 30 years.
Guy over, right?
I fucked his day.
Yeah.
So he married a very young girl, and I put my own discharge.
Well, it really would piss a guy off that jumped 300 times to have a guy coming in and pretending to be.
He told me they recruited him out of high school.
Mellow over here.
Yeah, I was jealous.
I signed up in the delayed entry program. Why didn't they come after me? I was guaranteed my MOS 11 Bravo 1 Victor. But anyway, so I put my shit out in front of Frankie, and his young wife is reading that. Frankie, did you see all that?
Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Anyway, long story short, I ended up kicking him out of my house because he was just...
He said the wrong thing.
He said he was going through post-traumatic stress disorder. He read my shit. Then he goes like this. I go, bro, what's going on? He goes, I think I'm going through some post-traumatic stress disorder. I jumped up and said, that's not how it works. Screaming, believe me. But the inflection of my voice was elevated quite high. I said, you put your shoes on. You put your shoes on and get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, you didn't duke him. You just told him,
I said, you stick with the martial arts, bro. Stick with the martial arts and leave that forget about any of that nonsense.
Yeah, so please call Don Shipley if you have any doubt
Bruce,
about.
please, I encourage
you.
you. Please, please.
Like
Call Rosie. Rosie will give you my name.
Yep.
She will give you my full name. You go to LinkedIn and you'll see. You
brought your shit. You also have yours because people were wanted to call. You brought your shit with you and stuff like. We'll show that another. We'll show that in the evening. But it's a shame these days that we have this bullshit. This never went on 25 years ago.
People didn't even know who we were.
People didn't even know who you were.
I couldn't even say anything
like
to
I
my
was
mother.
CIA, we're not allowed to talk about.
Never talked about it.
There's silent stars on the wall at Langley, Virginia. You know, at the headquarters down there. You say, why are there what are stars? There are people that died in the service of the CIA. Why aren't there names? We don't ever put the names of who was in the.
Because it's secret.
You know. Why I speak Chinese fluently.
Bro, does that
and
change
everything.
your fucking attitude, bro? Just keep in mind. And Fat Boy, don't even start with me.
Yeah.
I will fly there and show you exactly how this works out.
Yeah, let me fix this. This thing is really pissing me off. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm going to fix this GD focus on here. Hold on a minute. Let me set this focus. So I'm proud of people, and I can understand, Monkey Boy, when you go through all the pain and then it culminates in hip surgery and things like that, there's nothing worse than, I think, stolen valor. And I don't call it stolen valor because stolen valor is actually making money off it, but stolen service, I call it, right?
It's the same.
It's stolen service. That's the thing that really irritates me. Now, for you, you were happy. I can't say you were low level because you were sitting in tanks and firing off big ordnance.
Well, I started off, as an aircraft mechanic.
Yeah.
And I eventually ended up in the stealth fighter for a little while. Then I got out and ended up cross-training as a crew chief, C-141s.
Yeah, Bruce, did you ever go in a...
and then I ended up on tanks.
Did you ever go in a flight simulator?
Look at what Jude says. His nickname's Monkey Boy because he liked eating monkey brains and grossed out the other one.
You know what? There's a bit of story to that. In Central America, they sell monkey meat all over the place.
I
and
know.
When you're hungry, it tastes pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I've eaten monkey before.
How you doing, Laura? Senior Chief Shipley. So I would challenge anybody. Yeah, Don Shipley and Diane are already watching the stream. That's fine. If you go back to my visit to Monkey Boy's place, you can see his jungle training. What do they call it? Jungle training certification.
It's just jungle school, just like any other certification, Arctic warfare training, whatever you do.
Your pictures, your actual pictures with your group and everything else.
I sent you my team, Yep. But Don, you know who I am, bro.
What's up, Alan Gold? How you doing? So, why isn't the bottle of Black Label being passed through? Oh my God, the Scotch.
We'll be dancing.
We're waiting for you, Pocket Change.
we got a little bit better than Black Label right now. We got that Irish whiskey.
Yeah. So I'm very proud of both of you guys.
We appreciate that.
There's not a doubt in my mind when I made him wheel out all of his shit over in Henderson and put it all down on the kitchen counter, and I did a video of showing every single bit of that, and that yellow and faded, not pulled off a Xerox.
No. That shit was typed in back then.
That was typed in. Yeah, they didn't have word processing to put that shit in, so I thought was pretty funny. So I will put it out now. I have $1,000 reward for anybody that can show the contrary that this is stolen service. 1000 here. All right.
Bruce, you can make some money, bro.
You can make some money.
No, you're not.
Ship out later.
Don Shipley, $1,000 to prove to the contrary. No questions asked. I will escrow that with Juice or with Hipster Heaven or somebody in here, Scottish Darren will escrow that $1,000. If you can prove otherwise, you get $1,000 in your pocket. What could be easier money for you to make?
Sitting at home,
Berg's
mommy's garage for $40 a
$1,000
month, bro.
Yep.
Good
How
job.
you doing, Sergeant Blackrock? $1,000. Could any money be easier to make in the world?
Easy peasy.
It'll be the hardest money that you ever made in your life. So
You'll be a rock star on YouTube.
if I say it, I back it up. Okay, and that's listen to those bottles clinking out there, huh?
Warriors! Come out to play!
I'm gonna have to put Mr. Z to bed tonight. You know.
Chain him to the bed, duct tape him.
A hand job and a pillow.
Chicken or the egg, which came first? It's all right. It's all good.
It's all right. Moment of silence for James Randi. The world lost a legend a few days ago. I don't particularly know who that is. But yeah, 1000, 1,000 cash hard dollars. If you can prove up definitive proof that this man was not United States Army Ranger, all that he could be, and claimed to be. I've put up rewards for thousands. No one ever claimed. I know you have, Chiming. I absolutely know that you have. Yeah. Stop with the defense of these guys. No one doubts. Well, I'm saying, Bill Ellis, I have a right to put up the defense that I want to put up, Bill Ellis. And if you don't like it, apologies to you. But I don't like people to question real service. I've stood in the presence of all those certification things that were put out there. But this is YouTube. We have had people come along that do claim service and things as if there was some glorification or something. To me, it just meant that you embarked upon a potential career and you like the rush of, challenging yourself and things like that. So, sorry, Bill Ellis. I will talk about that all I want. He ran a church for loggers like Ray Stevens. What is that? I can't stop
Ray
loving
Stevens,
you,
the singer?
though I made up my mind. Ray Stevens. What the hell is that? How you doing, Joseph Kane? Good to see you.
Having a hell of a good time, Joe.
There's Joe Kane from
You
the
should be here, brother. You would enjoy this.
From the outback of Australia.
Do some shots with Joe Kane.
And Bill, the only reason why she defended
Joe
us is
Kane,
because of birds
Joe
and
Kane,
piece of
one of
shit.
the most renowned gold prospectors, detectors in Australia
Nice.
history. This guy made the cover of gold magazines, and people brought up nuggets like this. Okay, this guy is like a legend.
That'd be cool to hang out with him and do that shit,
Read for content, that's for right. So I put my money where my mouth is, Bill Ellis. Okay, so please call Don Shipley and contact me. I'll give you Monkey Boy's real name and everything. We can run that right through. You and I will get on a conference call with Don Shipley.
Does it all the time.
Yeah, we'll get on a conference call with Don Shipley. And
he was going to do that with me and Frank Dukes, but I backed out because, why? But such a piece of fuck.
And you had the guy in your home.
For years. He'd stay in my house. That's such a freaking...
What was his fatal mistake?
His mouth. His freaking mouth. He actually put his mother in a rest home, sold the house, married a child, and moved to Vegas and said, "Hey, bro, I'm coming to stay with you for weeks." I said, "No, you're not.
Sounds like Woody Allen.
I'm heading out of town."
Sounds like Jerry Lee Lewis.
Sounds like Woody Allen.
He would have never left. He would have never left.
Sun Moon or whatever the hell, right?
He goes, "Oh, I want to help you with your dog." I said, "Dude, it's not about my dog. I don't want you to fuck with my dog."
What do you want to do with your dog?
Your
dog would tear somebody's sack off, man.
He goes to my house and goes,
his dog is badass.
Such a cute German Shepherd. My dog was all fangs ripping
his dog would rip your sack off, man.
His dog is guard dog worthy German Shepherd.
Nice doggy. Look, I used to have all my fingers before I.
But now he got hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Terrible.
How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you. Read for you should have to give Monkey Boy $1,000. Well, that's what I'm saying. So I put up $1,000 there. So that's the way I feel about it, because I stood there and I think the photographs and things of your team.
Like when I sent you those, yeah.
You're a damn good-looking guy when I saw you on that. No wonder the girls all came to you. You trained porn stars. You trained everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
And the porn stars, it was made. They would come to you and cry because they're related. Somebody cheated on them.
Okay, here we go.
This is the greatest story.
I'm working in.
Now, to give a little background of why did you go into obviously physical training in LA?
So my undergrad was in exercise science, and so I've always loved human.
What we call kinesiology.
Kinesiology. I loved human physiology, so I'm trained like NASM.
He's training me in
National Academy of Sports Medicine, TRX, suspension, all this stuff.
Hi, Ginger.
I was just I did well. I love training people. It's so fun. In LA, you can make a really
So you
good
don't
living.
think because you're good looking, maybe that attracted some women to join your studio?
No,
Not at all,
no,
right?
no.
I mean, you all buff and like.
I
Club?
actually was a pro bodybuilder for 15 years. I won everything from Mr. Los Angeles to Mr. North America.
Yep.
Who knew that?
You can look it up. You were the bodyguard for John Stamos.
Yeah, for years. T.O.
Time
Hughley,
for
all sorts of
Full
people.
House and
Powers Booth, yeah.
So tell what happened though with that. You know.
Oh, so I was in work. I had a little shop in Woodland Hills. That is the mecca for porn star. So anyway,
Not the Valley like Van Nuys was.
San Fernando.
Cheap
no,
porn.
no,
you
that
know?
well,
Yeah,
that's all.
cheap
Low class
Only depends how
porn.
much meth you had, right?
That's like the Rosie porn, right? Okay, so that was a
So,
low class ass.
This guy
Money
was-
shot, that's extra.
Rent $1,000 a week home and shoot 100 movies.
So
right?
I would sell
Get the jar of
nutrition
mayonnaise
programs
over
and
there,
training
for you.
sessions, and this woman comes up to me and she's all kind of depressed. I'm going, well, what's going on? You're doing great. You're losing fat.
Put your hand
You're
on.
keeping
What's
lean
wrong?
muscle. You know, you're doing beautiful. You're getting more fit. She says, well, I'm depressed. I said, well, what's going on? She said, well, I got married. I said, well, congratulations. Well, he's. I said, what does he do? He's a porn star. I go, I don't understand. What's the,
What's the problem?
I said, well, I don't understand. What's
problema?
sacred within this relationship? Oh, he's just a great friend. I said, isn't that why God invented dogs? You know, I mean, and then 6 months later calls me up. I think he's cheating.
Oh, God.
Really?
You ended up actually being like a counselor.
A therapist,
too.
yeah,
A therapist, and you said, I didn't sign on to be people's
Well,
therapist.
they paid me well. I don't care. You can tell me tell the crowd. I mean, you really? What do you expect, big boy? You know?
Pretty damn funny there. I didn't sign on. John Stam went with us to Disney for the Make-A-Wish Foundation for my brother. That's awesome.
The best guy in the world.
He
John
gave a
Stamos.
lot, didn't he, to...
You know what? I can't say enough about him.
I
can't
really
say
like
enough
John
about D.L.
Stamos.
Hughley.
You never hear one negative fucking thing about
No,
John
he's
Stamos.
amazing.
Especially if he knits you a sweater.
Hey, and the way he flips those
Is that commercial?
from drumming. We used to travel with the Beach Boys. He's a drummer for the Beach Boys. We travel everywhere. Oh my God. Quite interesting.
Pretty interesting stuff. So it's, porn stars have feelings too, and
Yes,
they're
they
very
do.
deep, very deep for
They get
Usually at the
butthurt,
tip of
too.
their
for
penis.
love.
But
I
yeah.
used to have a just Kelly Pierce was her name that did a lot of it. And she got married to Mr. Pierce, and it all went downhill after that. She couldn't stand, in the she-male porn category. She couldn't deal with, his continuing to work after they got
Yeah.
married. So I'm very intimately familiar with a lot of the fallout that happens in that particular
Yeah, I'd rather.
field.
Yeah.
He did a ton for Make-A-Wish and Give the Kids the World. Yes, he did. I have a lot of respect for
So do I.
Johnson. How did you get hooked up with that gig of being his?
I was at Gold's Gym in Hollywood, and I was an independent. What's so cool about Gold's Gym back then, 5 years ago, you could be an independent contractor, which means you pay Gold's Gym Hollywood $500 a month or $550, whatever your deal was with them, and then you can pretty much train anybody there in the gym. So back in the day,
They gave you like a little off. They gave a little sit-down space. You could talk.
well, you just signed a contract.
Yeah.
You had to make your own space, right? But you were able
But
to
I mean,
provide.
didn't they have a place you could
Yes.
consult with people and
Yeah, you can
train?
go up to anybody in the gym or
Yeah.
come up to you.
Because
and
you would
train
build
them.
training regimens. You'd
Mhm.
say, this is what we're going to do. And
Mhm. So I was actually training his publicist, Greg, at the time,
Well,
and
we'll show Juice what we dranking on.
then I got him and all sorts of people. It was just great,
so he asked you, would you be interested in...
This Juice? I'm
did
sorry.
he really need a bodyguard or just,
No,
presence?
I
Did he really need a...
I think, to be honest, that John needed somebody just to keep everything but straight. I'm telling you, he could not go anywhere without being.
Because you're a big guy. I mean, you're a block. You're a big presence. Not that he would feel like I need a bodyguard, but I need somebody to show
make sure he
show
was
the
going to
flag,
be okay.
so to speak, so nobody's going to be a dickhead when
Right.
I meet people. So.
Everyone was great.
Yep. All right, I'm going to excuse myself a minute. I'm going to use the loo here. I'm going to let Mr. Z take over here for a minute. So, go ahead, boys.
Ooh, no here.
Say hello. Who's out there?
So, what's going on?
Everyone's so nice. Everyone's really nice.
It's always a different situation when you're on this side of the camera because you're just looking at a screen. You forget that people are actually watching you. So
I don't even think about that. Just everyone's really cool. So it's all good. Trip is great out here. The only thing that bugs me is that Fat Boy was in the Shine Jack. Don't feel good about that. Can only imagine what happened behind those walls,
Yeah, there ain't no smell at least. There's no smell.
I told Rosie
There's no smell.
I'm not sleeping wherever he slept. Well, I'll sleep outside in my car.
Oh, at least the sink is fixed. Got that taken care of.
Still see the grease marks on the side of the wall.
Well, yeah. Well, at least it doesn't smell like chicken blood in there. At least that much. Doesn't smell like ass. I'll give you that much. At least smells like my ass, but not anybody else's
I
ass.
can't imagine if he sat on that toilet. I'm gonna have to crap standing up,
Lost that love and feeling. Whoa, ooh, that love. So here's the good news, Mr. Monkey Boy has agreed to take the Rosie girl on as a project. You may be mad. You may be mad because I've been kind of ramping up a little bit, just trying to not just low calorie, but just try to increase my exercise on the daily. I've been doing a lot of live streaming and a lot of
which is amazing. But I want you to eat smaller meals more often throughout the day. A little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, and grace through the day, and your body's going to burn those calories. That's a big change for me.
Yes,
so don't eat twice a day.
You have to define.
I won't.
Like I'll get up in the morning. You've seen my morning. I'll go live for like an hour and a half.
You can have oatmeal.
And I have, I have one sausage, 2 eggs, and
you could have 2 eggs, 1 yolk, piece of sausage, and a piece of that toast.
Right. You're saying you're making a big mistake if you totally cut out carbs.
Absolutely, because neurologically.
Tell people why.
Neurologically, you need carbohydrates to function normal. Otherwise, without starchy carbs, I
end up like elbow.
No, well, you start losing it because
horns
you get emotionally.
My head or what?
You get emotional.
Forehead titties.
That's called adipose tissue. Fat pockets.
We call it forehead titties.
2 fat horns on.
I'm telling you, about 6 months they're going to be hanging over his eyes.
They're going to grow nipples.
His eyes going to be like this.
But
lactate.
Tell me why carbs are important, because keto is like eliminate every
just like the Atkinson diet, but you need carbohydrates to function normal neurologically. Fact of life. If you don't take in carbs, your body's going to feed off muscle, convert those into carbs.
That's not good.
You're going to go through ketosis and you're going to end up killing yourself.
Yeah. We don't want a dead Rosie.
Muscle needs calories to survive. No, we need a live Rosie.
Right.
Muscle needs calories to survive. But,
so he's agreed in December. I mean, we're going to roadmap a little bit of a thing, because I've always just usually eaten breakfast and then I'll have a dinner or something like that. But for the first time ever, I'm going to try to get myself on something that has small...
Just structure. Just a little bit of structure to have a starting point, and then you have a goal. And then
because I'm trying to go over to OnlyFans and do a little more, to take people on this challenge with me. But I'm not doing bad by increasing the exercise.
No, you're doing, it's the best thing for you. Because you're going to burn calories more efficiently.
I've already lost some, I'm already feeling better about that. So let's see. Today is my birthday, Kiwana. There you go. Woo! What a beautiful gal. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So
Happy birthday, Kiwana.
Exactly, Missy. Exactly.
Happy birthday to you, you beautiful doll. She's on her way to 100,000 subs on YouTube, because she's a tremendous cook, a great mother, and a great presence.
Mama Joan, we don't have a YouTube channel. I thought about it.
One of the most beautiful gals I know here on YouTube. Happy birthday to you, Kiwana. Ketos for women. That's right, Juice. Like Chatty Cathy, right? Does Mr. Z have a YouTube channel? You were putting up videos for a while. And
Yeah, some crane related stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
it's the same stuff.
Yep.
Oh, Joe Kane likes that Three Monkeys monkey shoulder.
Has he heard of that?
Yeah.
Joe Kane, have you heard of that? Hey, you got my drink there? You really know that, Joe
It's pretty
Kane,
good
huh?
for scotch.
Hey, how you doing? Snoop says, Rosa, you need to puff past. These boys will probably step out and blaze a bowl.
That's been taken care of.
Yeah, I've never really, 30 days makes a habit. I've always been a very big drinker. I've never been a smoker. So, I did quit smoking successfully. And
Yeah,
So,
haven't seen you
that's
smoke.
just more for us.
So, I mean, it's one of the things it was weird. I could give up smoking easier than coffee. Is that strange?
Oh, I can give up coffee real easy.
I can't. Smoking meant nothing to me.
It's because it's an
Smoking-
emotional attachment, more of an emotional attachment.
It's a habit.
Smoking,
Yeah.
I didn't feel one pang. I didn't care whether pack a day. I just put it down. I didn't even think about it. I'd be busy doing other shit. But coffee, I'm
Yeah,
gonna knock
have
you
friends,
out,
yeah,
you mom.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
you two.
Yeah.
All right, I'm telling you, both of you, bam. All right, bam. You
Why
know,
I oughta?
bam.
Why I
you
oughta?
know?
What? Why? Be more careful, Mo.
You know, I can be like, whatever. Right? I can be a soprano. Bam! Both of you mofos.
Come here,
So,
knucklehead, porcupine.
I found this. I put down cigarettes like it did nothing to me. Absolutely zero.
But I'm gonna bribe her with some
Good night,
Black and
Linda
Milds.
Lou.
Linda
Good night,
Lou.
baby doll.
Good night, Linda Lou.
Yeah, now said to drink. Kawana is
Have a good night.
just a gorgeous gal. Are you gentlemen shellbacks or y'all pollywogs? Question.
Beg pardon?
I don't know what the hell that
Pollywog.
means, Do I look like a
Lou
pollywog?
72.
Shellbacks.
Monkey
Should
see,
I
monkey
lift my
do,
top?
monkey see.
It depends. My understanding.
I really think you would be like. I think I probably would snoop with you. I think I would because I have my respect for you is off the chart. So Wig gives her superpowers. That's right. Where's
Colleen, aloha.
what was the murder?
How are you?
Is Colleen
No,
here?
she's not. I'm just soon.
Oh, okay.
You get us all worked up, bro.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Colleen and I are
Yeah,
good.
she's
We
great.
came back together.
Tasha.
We had a common
I
purpose.
like you.
It's amazing Tasha too.
Codes.
But,
How you doing, bro?
Colleen and I came back with a common purpose, and that unites people.
Yeah.
No,
No,
she was
it's
right,
not.
I was wrong, and we just came back together. But
Work
you
it
know
out.
what? Who else owns their shit like I do on YouTube? Right?
We all have to.
Comes
yeah.
out, no, but me.
Yeah. No,
You know?
you're straight up. Yeah.
Come out straight up and say, I fucked up, and
You
Apologize.
OG,
That's
dog.
it.
You OG.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's
A lot of people were
exactly
pissed off back
that's
then.
exactly right. Good night, Sherry Ann. Now,
Good night,
worst
Sherry
meal
Ann.
you ever ate in the military?
What's that?
It's not even fair to ask you because you ate everything short of dog shit. The worst meal you ever ate.
Mm.
They
No,
would
he did eat dog
they'd drop you in the middle of fend for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right?
There were, it's just, it was all good.
Tell them about the rabbit. You had to actually tell them about the rabbit training. No,
it's
don't
just-
fuck it. Tell them. Don't do this shit. Don't back at them.
Don't be a bitch.
All right. So,
Stand
and
down, son. Tell
Snowflake.
the story. Yeah,
And-
don't
and-
Stand up, soldier.
Yeah,
relax.
Sound off.
yeah. Stand down.
Going through Ranger School, they have a survival course, and so they give you a certain amount of time to select a furry thing, animal, kill
Fuck
it.
it, man. You act like you tell it like you're stepping up to the deli case at the goddamn grocery.
I'll take one
You
pink
gotta
bunny,
catch
please.
this. You
Yeah.
gotta-
So at the end, okay. So what they did is they timed us. They gave us 20 minutes. You have to catch a rabbit. You have to kill it, skin it, and either eat it like sushi or you're gonna.
It's survival,
Cook it up.
baby. It's
If
survival.
the rabbit makes any noise, you're done. You can't eat.
Yep. And you got to clean up all trays.
Oh, you got 20 minutes.
yeah, and
really,
it's the whole
timed.
deal. And if you're eating sushi raw rabbit, that's on you. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
getting calories in. That's all that
Yes,
matters.
it's all calories. And at that time, you didn't give a shit if you ate your hand off.
It was
right?
mind over matter at that point. I didn't give a shit, and they didn't matter. It
Hey,
just
Mama
what it was.
June. I think that's pretty worst thing you ever ate in the military.
Oh God, I was Air Force for the most part. So
Don't they eat better, Air Force?
well, yeah.
Way
No,
better.
be real. Come
Everything
on.
is perspective. I
People
mean, to
say,
us it
yeah.
wasn't that great, but yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have grunts come in and go, "This is some good ass shit."
Yeah.
I'm
The
going,
best
Yeah.
food was in the
Okay,
Air Force. Or the
it's
Navy.
okay.
Well, tell me the worst thing you ever.
Oh, good
worst
Lord.
meal you ever just like. God
Honestly,
damn.
I have to think MRE, potatoes au gratin, early 1990s.
What did somebody take a shit in?
It tasted like it. It fucking
Oh,
tasted
the
like
first
it.
MREs
Potatoes
were
au
nasty,
gratin
yeah.
were the worst. I could not put enough Tabasco on it.
He had Tabasco.
Yeah, we got Tabasco.
You would think that damn potatoes au gratin would be a slam dunk that
You
it
would
would
think,
be
but they
okay,
fucked
you
it up.
know? Jesus God Almighty! Oh man, I
I
can't
go
believe
hungry
it.
before eating that
How you
shit.
doing, BB? I'm glad you're enjoying the content tonight. But that's pretty amazing. If you fail, you don't eat. You have rabbits, you have to catch them. You have to skin
on
it. You
you.
have to cook
Yeah,
it. You
it's
got to
survival,
sleep in it.
bro.
Clean up any trace that you'd ever been there.
That's right. It's on you. If
But
you-
that doesn't define the
Take
worst
only
thing
pictures
that you,
and leave
that
only
doesn't-
memories.
That doesn't define the worst thing that you ever had in your service.
I think probably the worst thing that I've eaten in the service when I was going through the Florida phase in Ranger School, and me and my Ranger buddy popped out and commandeered this woman at a Safeway, and begged for food basically.
Wow.
Yeah, went back in. No one knew.
Oh, but that was skill, right? Because a ranger would do that in real life. I mean,
You gotta do what you have
you got
to
to
do.
do
to
what you
eat.
got to eat.
You gotta eat.
Exactly. That's pretty impressive.
It was
actually.
not much eating during that time.
I got you,
Damn.
Stoney.
So how much weight did you lose? Tell me when you came into Ranger School and when you.
You're gonna lose at least 40, 60 pounds.
And that makes you a good ranger at the end of that? I don't understand. I don't get the philosophy of that.
Comfortably miserable. You're a team. You just do what you got to do. Everyone sucks it up. Because you can't eat when you're on an operation. You're going to leave wrappers around. You're going to shit somewhere, dig a hole. Really? They got dogs looking for you. You don't eat. You're done eating for a while.
Up by you have to keep yourself from smelling.
Oh
That's
yes,
right.
oh
Right?
yeah.
Everything.
7
Yeah,
days in the
Olivia
field in
said-
a tank. Oh my
Yeah.
God, you freaking reek.
Olivia says, potatoes au gratin. Are you serious? That was my favorite.
Oh, I hated that.
the
You
beef-
can have mine. We'll trade. We'll trade.
She said the beef stroganoff was dog food.
Yeah, that wasn't very good. I liked
It
I
did look like Alpo. You know
like
that?
the barbecue meatballs.
Shit on
actually.
a
They're pretty
shingle.
good.
I hear it's yummy. Exactly. Ham and lima beans, sea rations in Vietnam.
Ah,
Yeah, so Joey D was in theater in Vietnam. Yeah,
The
everything.
good thing
they
about
did.
MREs is you can almost always find someone to trade. Someone will find what you like.
Fuck that, you know. All right.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, so to
That's
speak,
right.
with MREs, bro.
You're flagging on the drinking, bro.
You need someone? Oh my
Yeah.
God! Oh my
Are you
God!
done? Where's your beer?
Right on, bro. What you need, bro?
Where's your beer? Another
Oh,
Michelob?
I've already got a buzz. I'm kind of.
Oh, well, come
I'm
on,
riding.
man.
I'm riding the wave.
You're letting us down.
Oh,
here.
my
You
God.
ready for
I'm
another
golden.
beer?
I'm good.
Look at he's golden with the golden.
Yeah. How you doing, Native? So I love to hear these stories about worse things. So once again, though, I've asked you 100 times, why would anybody ever be inspired to do that? And you said because of my father. You know.
My father was in the Korean War, and he was with the. What was he with the
Thank you.
187th Regimental Combat Unit? So he was airborne, and a lot of those people from his unit actually went to become Rangers. So we were. My parents divorced.
Was
when
he
I was
rough
really
and tough? I mean, was he? You know.
My dad was really short. He was probably.
Yeah,
like
but I mean,
5'7".
was he
Those old
short?
school
Doesn't
dynamites?
like I'm short too, but I got a reputation of being kind of
No.
like
No,
Pistol.
no,
you know, like
No. no.
No.
like Jackie
No,
Abril
my dad
from
wasn't tough.
Sopranos. He's
He's just
short, but
normal.
he's like
No.
tough as fuck. You
No.
know.
My dad tried, but he's not tough.
Okay, so
Love
you
you,
were
Dad.
you impressed him too that I'm going to do this thing.
We were distant, and then when I got to the battalion, I actually reached out and just let him know what I was doing, and he just lost his shit.
That's good.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah,
in
in
a
a good
positive
way.
way.
Just
That's
lost
good
his mind.
shit.
So during that time, we had
I'm teaching these guys. Are like, oh, we're gonna drink tonight. Both these guys have now friggin' bailed on me. I'm still putting torpedoes in the tube here, and these guys are like, what the hell, you know? I'd make a hell of a ranger, wouldn't I?
Well, drinking wise, absolutely.
Well, this all wise, you know.
Where's your
Haven't I earned my
coin?
chops on the goddamn streets.
I think
Come
we
on.
need to put her in a tower. They have jump
Shit.
towers in Fort Benning that are. There are 4 towers. There's one tower with
God
4.
damn it, man! Move it, move it,
It's
move
250
it,
feet up in the air, and what they do, they strap you in this
You
parachute.
candy ass
They set you
motherfucker!
up
Move it.
250 feet, and they
Yep.
You
deploy
are
the
a
chute. and
no
you learn
go
to
at this station.
steer with
Private
the
Paul,
risers.
you
Go
no
back,
count
do it
pile of
again.
Shit, Paul. What do you messing up my Marine Corps, son? Really? Stand down, boy. I want your DDR. I want your drop on request. You know.
A lot of respect for them. A lot of Marines.
Yep.
My Ranger School buddy was Forest Recon.
Oh, Marines. That's my favorite
guy.
branch of the service. The United States Marine Corps. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They take those people in shock therapy. They land in San Diego and they come in like candy asses off that bus, and they're like, "Woo!"
There's some funny ass YouTube videos of
Make
Marine
that
Corps
phone
bases.
call. You got 30 seconds. Mom and Dad, I've arrived at the Marine Corps.
I am fine. Goodbye.
I'm fine. Goodbye. I will come.
Yeah.
I will call you at a
I
further
love
time.
that shit.
They'll make you
I
as
deemed
absolutely
necessary.
love it. Yeah, Sergeant Arlie Ermy. That is the greatest monologue I've ever heard in any military movie. The beginning of Full Metal Jacket, when Ermy walks down that thing, that is at least a
guy
5
was
to 8 minutes
Fucking awesome.
solo. And he was just gone from his own experience of doing that, 100, 150, 200 times of walking down that thing with his
But the
hands
thing that's funny
behind
about
his
that
back.
is real DIs.
The greatest monologue in the history of movies, because he was a natural. When he came down and delivered that 8 to 10 minutes straight of no pause, no skip, no nothing of him, because he started as a technical advisor on Full Metal Jacket, and they finally turned to him. One of the directors said, "Why the
Actor
hell are
couldn't
we?
pull it off.
Yeah, why the hell are we having this douchebag do this when you are a full, you did your whole life as
Full Metal
a
Jacket.
drill sergeant?
Yeah.
Why don't you do it?" And he went on there and just stole the whole goddamn.
The
stole
funny
whole
thing is, the
goddamn
actual
movie.
Marine Corps, you don't have just one day. You have 3 pit bulls on you
Yep,
at that point,
exactly.
just tearing into you, just
Exactly.
biting every little piece of your body.
Yeah, exactly. Jenny Mack, I don't need to hear a lot of nonsense tonight. I've already communicated with Eric the Goat Guy. Are these TO boys YouTubers as well? Not really.
And Gareth, he's really in front of the house.
No.
That's
You can
funny.
go out and take a check over there.
He can knock on the door.
Let's look.
Listen, he
Let's
can pitch
not.
a tent a month.
Yeah, just go out and take a look at the front door,
There's
man.
no
Go
way.
see people.
Yeah.
Come and knock
I'm
on
not
my
buying it.
door.
Yeah,
We've been waiting for you. I've got some pussy for you. Did you have boot camp? If so, what was it like? That was probably like
Boot
a
camp?
dream compared to just Ranger school boot camp.
I think what I did is I went to boot camp at Fort Leavenworth, Missouri, and it was just basic Army boot camp, and then from there you go to advanced.
Did you find that particularly challenging, or just?
No, it was. Come on.
When did you decide to step it up? That I'm going to go for this shit?
I signed up before. I was signed up in
Damn.
the delay entry program. I was in high school, so I was guaranteed 11 Bravo and Victor. So I just went straight through it. Done.
Yeah, I mean you're welcome to sleep on the property, Eric and Michelle, but I can't offer anything in the way of accommodations here. So that's my bottom line. I got a full house here right now on the rancho, and I need to give 110% of my attention. I mean, I figured you guys would be around the area later, but I'm taking off for LA. I'm not going to go eastward because of the vicious nature of this pandemic now and the way it's closing up New York State, and there's no point in me getting caught at a toll booth. Oh, you're from California. Welcome to New York. Okay, so
Yeah,
please pull
no.
over to the side over here. We have a New York State trooper that will talk to you and tell you
Chips, anybody?
what the game plan is and all that. So I'll
Okay.
have a little Dorito regular. That'll be fine.
I have a Cheetos.
Can you
Okay,
do
Cheetos.
zucchini?
You're comfortable with your singing. That's it. Why are we on the McNamara channel? Why would we be on the McNamara channel? I don't know. Having a little bit of snack courtesy. Over here, Fort Leavenworth is Kansas. Did he mean Fort Leonard Wood?
Yes, Fort Leonard Wood.
Fort Leonard Wood.
Fort Lost in the Woods.
Yeah.
Fort
Missouri.
Missouri. Heavy equipment for
Sorry about
our
that,
Air
yeah.
Force.
Oh, basic training. My ears got cooked. They were so hot.
Your ears got cooked?
Well, I had longer hair, right? And they shaved your head. And then you're out in the humid. I've never been there from California. My ears just baked. Oh my God. It's crazy.
That's some funny shit, you know?
I had deep red ears for a long time.
Yeah, pull over, girl. 14 days of quarantine. Even though they're going to pay for the hotel, they're going to put you in a Motel 6 for 14 days. Really? I'm going to sit there with my thumb up my ass in New York State, watching
Motel
reruns
6.
of Mork and Mindy.
If you're lucky, fucking nanu.
Watch reruns of Mork and Mindy in a goddamn hotel room in New York. You know, you can fuck all of there. You know what I'm saying? You can.
Maybe you'll get to watch the honeymooners.
You can take that and fuck all, you know, New York. There's no way I'm going to do that, huh? Yeah, we got the drunk buzz here.
A little bit of both.
So I said nuts to that, man. I can't do that.
Oh, I gotta show you what we also brought.
My luck,
Oh
I
my.
drive 2,700 miles. I get officer friendly in New York Thruway. He's like, pull over to the right, follow me to your thing. I try to break quarantine. He's like, here's your ankle bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm in the Sopranos gang, you know, and I got to have the thing cut off. And zzz, Frankie, take this goddamn thing off. Yeah, so all of a sudden, I'm a fugitive. D says, my ex-hubby went to basic at Fort Rucker, Alabama. I never even heard of that. Fort Rucker?
Alabama.
I'm
Wake
not
up.
familiar.
Wake up.
I was Lackland Air Force Base for basic training, primary, and then I did training at my guard duty station for armor.
After Fort Leonard Wood, we went to. I went to Fort Benning.
Chooching silver spoons from a hotel. Exactly, Jordan. What the hell am I going to do? Watch damn MASH reruns for 2 weeks? I'd be out of my mind, right? Try to call a girl. Can I get a call, girl? No, you can't have anybody in your room. Well, Coach has it. Why can't I have it? Why can't I have it? You know?
Who's further south?
Sorry, but you can order in. Here's the menu of things that you may wish to order on your.
You got free porn though.
I'd be
How's that, right?
I'd be ripping the damn TV.
Sean
out
Quinn,
of
the honeymooners are great.
I'd be ripping the damn TV out of the wall. They were going absolutely out of my mind. That's right, silver spoons. With the what was that kid's name? Richie or what? I don't know what they can't remember what the.
Oh, I hated him. I fucking hated him.
Watching
that
Full
show.
House with the Olsen twins, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Or Little House on the Prairie. I'd rather get my nut hairs pulled in with tweezers one at a time than to watch Laura.
We had shitty shows in the 70s, didn't we? Oh my God.
Watch Laura Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie with Michael Landon, right? Right? Oh my God! Please just put a bullet in my head right now. Yeah. Maybe it was Fucker, Alabama. I'm not sure. My son was at Lackland Air Force Base.
Lackland, yeah. I was 3711 BMTS.
Hi, Joni.
It's not active anymore. They
Now,
tore
Missy
it down.
Jen, she was associated with the Whiteman Air Force Base, the B-2 bomber.
Okay.
That was her duty place, Whiteman Air Force Base.
Yeah.
on the security line. Do not pass this or you will be shot. If you even cross this line, you will be shot.
Lackland is also where they do the tech school for the security police. Yeah, so they get to stay extra.
Zip Zip Cannon, Corn Apple, the Honeymooner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pussy. Just had him coming back every day, just like he dropped off his dick.
Ooh.
Well, never underestimate good pussy. That's all I'm saying. I met Laura. She was in parade in our town. Wow. Yeah, we're having just a small. Mr. Monkey Boy says I need my carbs still, so I'm just having a little bit of.
And I provided them for
It's
you.
gonna be cheat
See
week.
how great we are. We're a team.
Hi, Molly. Nellie drove me crazy. I never liked a damn person on. Mrs. Olson was pretty cool. She was a ball buster. She was an alpha. She was an alpha male.
Alpha female, yeah.
No,
More alpha male
she
than other
was an
people.
alpha male, yeah.
Yay!
Maybe we should all be smacking our food.
Did that drive you crazy, the munchkins?
Drives me nuts. I smack that gum smacking face so fast.
What an asshole. What a total and complete asshole, you know?
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let
Let
it
it
go.
go.
I mean, let it go. Let loose. Let's hear it. That's what I want. Let it go.
I would love to smack his face.
Yeah, we're in Santa Rosa. Yeah, I used to live in next to Whiteman in Knob Roosters, Missouri. Okay. The other day you said you're going to have a ghost story now. Did I? Did I say I'm going to have a ghost story? No, we're going to the cemetery, which I will not go to alone.
Yeah, screw
I
that.
will go to every cemetery in the county except this one by myself.
Fun.
Because it's such a freak show over there, I need to have protection. And we need to have lights and everything.
I got 3 flashlights.
And my worst fear would be to be separated over there and left in that cemetery. That's where Robert Ripley's Believe It or Not is buried in there. So.
Wow.
Ooh, excuse me. Let's see.
I think you want to away from
Carly's in Australia. I'm an 80s child that grew up a He-Man, Astro Boy, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and lots of other. I was in the 60s.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I certainly
Tom and Jerry.
remember Speed Racer and Racer X and
Tom and
Astro
Jerry.
Boy. Go, 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 Astro Boy. Do, 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 do. Go, 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 Astro Boy. What makes it a freak show? Number one, it's a cemetery of doom. It's been associated with the most horrific events in Santa Rosa history. In 1906, many people heard of the Great San Francisco earthquake. What was terrible about that wasn't so much the earthquake, it's that every water line was broken.
The fires afterward.
The fires killed and maimed so many people. But up the fault line was Santa Rosa. For some reason, it spared Petaluma and it went up to Santa Rosa. And per capita, the devastation, death, and destruction in Santa Rosa was of a magnitude many times greater than what happened in San Francisco. So there were many people that pulled out that they never identified the body. They're all buried over the cemetery. Number two, due to the prevalence of a high number of earthquakes,
Ultraman.
all the ground has shifted so that many graves were, over the years, were actually exposed.
Sure.
And, weird things
Freaking
happen.
poltergeist shit going
The
on.
actual sarcophaguses or cement boxes that the caskets are in were actually exposed and were laid bare to the elements. So you have a very hilly cemetery that is right on the fault line.
Do you remember? I'm sorry. Do you remember we were in Vegas in the cemetery, and there's that whole big ass.
There was
Yeah,
a big
you
ass
could
fucking
see
hole that went down.
down to the
that was
box.
creepy.
You could see down to the gates of hell down in those holes.
The roots and
Well,
my God.
this whole cemetery was on very ground that has been just brutalized by shifting earth over, the great earthquake in 1969. It actually tipped bodies out onto the ground, Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, okay, it's not a pretty sight what this cemetery has witnessed over the years. It's the oldest, I think it's 1848 or something like that. So I will not go there alone anymore myself, due to the fact that there's mountain lions that patrol.
Dee and I went to a haunted graveyard. They
Yeah.
had mounted. The graves were mounted. They weren't dug.
Yeah.
Rocks, everything.
Yeah. So
That was crazy.
I will not go over there myself anymore. So if I have two big boys with me here.
You got 2 zombie baits running around with you.
What was for dinner tonight? I had a salad earlier tonight. Then I had some turkey, bacon, and eggs at Denny's tonight. What did you have tonight?
I had the lumberjack special.
I had the French toast slam.
Right, so
was
these
starving.
These guys rolled in hungry, and I felt like I should
Came in
take
hot
them.
and hungry.
Came in hot and hungry, and I felt like I should take them out to get something to eat. Yeah, even comfortably numb. What do you think about jets releasing metals to change the weather? Are you a believer in?
I think
Cloud
there's a bit.
seeding?
I think there's a bit of truth to that. From contrails, yeah.
For
I
me,
think
I
that's-
need to know the rationale for doing it. I need to know the motive for doing something like that.
Because they form as clouds. What they don't understand is these metals that they put in the forest, that what comes up comes down. It's all flammable. They have aluminum that they put up there. It's going to come down.
For my part, I don't believe any. I believe zero about any conspiracy about chemtrails and all. I'm a total non-believer.
I believe
but I
it.
don't have any issue with other people that are believers in it. I'm the most non-conspiratorial person in the history of the world. I don't think that this government would do anything that to seed things and do things. This was a contention between Missy Jen and I. She was a big believer in conspiratorial government, but we never argued about it. We just had our positions on things.
I'm
like
in the
that.
middle. I think the potential is high.
Yeah,
but who knows
Chevy
what it
guy
is.
says the flooding happens in New Orleans and all the caskets rise out of the dirt. That's why they bury people above ground in above ground crypts. And when you roll into New Orleans, you go down the off ramp.
Mhm.
The first thing you hit is the French Quarter Cemetery. And if you can get past all the homeless people and all the bums sleeping down there, it's a hella spooky cemetery. And I did a video of landing in there. You cannot put people below ground because of the
water
table,
level.
the water
Fashion,
table
yes.
there. So that's a well-known. Much of the South is like that. Okay, you cannot put people, Savannah, Georgia, and other places. You cannot put people below ground. So that's why you have all the weird above ground crypts and things like that on that. I'm here in Brazil. We see you sing sharing the night together. Oh yeah, all right. I'm not a believer in 9/11 conspiracy, but I respect people that do believe in that. Bohemian Grove was a joke. My daughters worked there as servers. They thought it was the most overstated thing of political intrigue and planning. There was guys cross-dressing and just having a good time. Both of them were employed at Bohemian Grove for summer. And I asked them what went on, and they said not a damn thing. And we saw Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and some other people, but it was the most benign, and nothing of any importance ever came out of Bohemian Grove. Carly says it's like when people say the U.S. government did 9/11. I'm not from the U.S., but I don't.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, I don't buy that either. I don't.
Too
Why would
many
you
working
fucking do
parts.
that?
I don't
This
believe
is
one
too
bit
many
about
different-
that. But
yeah.
that's just me. I'm not going to argue with people. My favorite when you went to Edgar Allan Poe's grave, and I got a goddamn parking ticket in Baltimore City, right? I'm taking you to Lexington Market in Baltimore, the United States' oldest indoor market in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm just getting my ass handed to me in the market because well, you ain't got me on film, do you, you motherfucker? And I'm like, no, it's, I'm just filming Lexington Market. I come outside across the street to show Edgar Allan Poe's grave, and some MF parking wench gives me a damn ticket over.
I saw that episode on Parking Wars.
I'm
Yeah.
like, damn it. Yeah, my own hometown.
I'm just doing my
man.
job.
My own hometown. What a good place to get killed, though, Baltimore City. It's not like, it ain't Tinseltown. Sharing the night together. Oh, yeah. Welcoming me back. Baltimore's a shithole. I'm just going to put it out there.
With love. But
My greatest day in Baltimore was the rear view mirror showing Baltimore in my rear view mirror. Okay. Shitty memories. Nancy Pelosi, her dickhead grandfather, the United States congressman, her goofy brother, the mayor of Baltimore in 1968, her father, goofy friggin' people. My greatest memory was, boom, leaving them behind. Remember that lady being a bitch to me in the market? Unbelievable.
Remember? I remember.
She came at me like a bat out of hell. You ain't got me on that goddamn video, do you?
God damn.
Y'all better not be on that motherfucking video, And I'm like, just chill out, be cool. I don't want to knock you out, just be cool. Yeah, all right. I best not see myself on that motherfucking video. All right. Yeah. You done drinking?
I'm on cruise mode. Huh?
You're on cruise
Good,
mode? Yeah. Man, we're supposed to be drinking. Look at him, I'm the only one drinking.
I blew a bowl, so.
That's your excuse, huh? What's your thoughts on people saying we never meant it? I would say bullshit. I sat there in 1969, stood there in the kitchen of my home in July of 1969. I was 11 years old. And watched that on a 13-inch Panasonic black and white TV in my kitchen. Watched that happen real time. These things could have never been posited years ago. They would have locked you in an insane asylum if you claimed something like that. So
we definitely went to the moon. 1964.
this is where fake news has absolutely decimated our nation. Sharon, you like that Niagara Falls boat tour? That was the greatest video I did in 2019 was Niagara Falls on the, I really love that. That and the Tijuana, a night in Tijuana. Take a chill pill in a bottle. So, we've kicked ass the first night.
Oh, good. Yeah, we did really
You
well.
tired?
No, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Fucking, let's rock and roll. We're going to the cemetery, right?
Tonight?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's
Midnight freaking shoot you at the cemetery.
And the great pumpkin rises from the pumpkin patch. Woo! But it was never told to me what the great pumpkin would actually do when it rose from the pumpkin patch.
Kind of ubiquitous.
I don't know, grant you your wish, or I don't know what the hell it would do.
Give you a pumpkin pie?
All I know is Linus had chattering teeth. It's cold in the pumpkin
It confused me as a child too. That
Yeah,
episode, I have to
it was
say.
the worst peanuts.
It's like, what the fuck is this? Is it a evil Santa Claus?
It had the worst ending of like they're just carrying him aside, chattering. His teeth are like, what a blockhead.
Does he show or not?
I couldn't stand the ending of. I hated that the Great Pumpkin. And even though Charles Schultz was Santa Rosen, and I couldn't stand that. Hated that. I was 13 at Sandy Point when they landed on the moon. All right. I was 11 years old. 11 years and 1 month when they
I was
landed.
1 year old.
I remember the Saturn V rocket blasting off and them telling me that was 4 million horsepower. The biggest engine ever built in the history of the world. To this day, the Saturn V rocket still has that
massive.
distinction
It's the
of
biggest.
being the largest single
Badass.
engine ever built in the history of the world.
That's American technology.
And if you want
with
to
the help
see
of the Germans.
a great video on my channel, look at the launch from the pad of the Saturn V rocket. It's called "The Greatest 4 Minutes in the History of the World," and you watch the slow motion, not of the rocket from a distance, but right at the close up where that thing is slowly lifting off, and the ice is coming off the side of it, and
Shit's
it is
falling off.
incredible. 4 million horsepower, unbelievable. And I set that to Tchaikovsky's War of 1812 overture, and people love that. ABC, yeah, no, ABC stopped showing it because Apple TV bought Charlie Brown, Great Pumpkin,
Yeah,
all the catalog, which is ridiculous.
Pisses me off.
So for the first time since 50 years, it's
to watch
not
on
being
Apple
shown
TV.
on network
Wow.
TV. This
Yeah,
is how fucked up
cocksuckers,
our
dude.
nation is, that everything is so commercialized. So for Apple, the ghost of Steve Jobs, and for Paul Cook or whoever the chairman of Apple is, fagola to you, MF, okay? Screw you, okay? Another piece of Americana disappears into the toilet. What's up, Insane Chef?
Hey,
How
Insane
you
Chef, how are you, bro?
doing? Hit the head. There you go. ABC, yeah, Apple TV has it right. Bill Ellis, you're a youngster. I saw a moon rock at the Osaka, Japan World's Fair. That's pretty cool. I was born in 1958, so I have seen it all, and I've lived in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 1000s, 10s, 20s. Count them.
You're 150 years old. Damn.
8 decades. Check it out. 8 damn decades. When they say Rosie's the old war horse from Baltimore, they mean it, baby, huh? Are you fading? Huh?
No, I'm good.
All right, good. The old war. What was 1969 was the moon landing. July 1969. That's one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. And that's the way it is, July 19th, 1969. I'm Walter Cronkite reporting. Right? Thoughts on time travel?
Wow. Let's talk about that shit.
His head just exploded. Thoughts on time travel?
There'd have to be a lot of mushrooms involved.
That would take a few hours to really get into, but yeah, that's some nitty gritty shit there.
Einstein's space-time continuum, speed up velocity, and have a definite impact on time. That's all I
There's a
can
lot
say.
of
Time
freaking cool
is-
theories there, bro.
Time is intricately related to velocity of movement.
Is time a spiral? Is time linear?
That's what Einstein teaches us, and wrap your head around that.
They have pictures of people back in time, which is kind of amazing. You wonder if that's really photoshopped or if that's the real
There's some
deal.
interesting things.
Hey, there's Rosie in 1929. Do, 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 do. I'm a flapper girl, right? The Challenger disaster, yes, it was 100% preventable because the O-rings
I
were
was in high
susceptible to failure.
I remember that shit.
1988, the O-rings
remember
were
that too.
susceptible to failure in cold weather. Yes,
was-
and they frosted up, and that's the way it went.
What were you doing at that time?
I was actually
boning my girlfriend at the time.
boning.
Nice.
That's what
I
I was
had a
doing.
fastener business in Baltimore, and I was actually boning my assistant at that particular time, Sandy.
Yeah.
Oh, she was a gorgeous girl. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say that, but that was morning delight there, and I don't know. I wasn't always so.
It was in the afternoon for me.
Yeah.
LA time.
Sky rockets in flight. Ooh, afternoon delight.
Mm.
Afternoon delight. Gonna hold my baby, gonna hold her tight. Ooh, looking forward to a little. Thoughts on physics? Physics is the reality of life. Okay.
Anything in specific or general physics?
Newtonian physics, or are we talking about
Theoretical physics?
theoretical physics? Are
Very
we
cool.
talking about theoretical physics? I was
Fort
at Fort
Dix.
Dix, not boning. There we go.
Fort Dix.
God, she was beautiful. Her name was Sandy. Oh, she was nice.
My girlfriend was
You
Marie.
talk about the rack from heaven, you know? I was born in 1966, Moonland. Charles Manson murders in August. Yeah,
Yeah.
same deal. I wish I could have encountered that freak in the hills of
Hollywood.
L.A. and
He was
Ax-
a pipsqueak too, that little
yeah,
fucker, man.
little prick. I
pipsqueak
would have made
fucker.
that. I would have made that little
Napoleon
bastard.
complex.
I would have made that little bastard a hood ornament on my.
Back in your bed.
Or just think if I'd accidentally plowed over that fuck, it would have saved the world all. Oops, there was a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the news, a man was run over in the Hollywood Hills. Yeah, I feel awful about it. The guy ran out in the middle of the street, and he became my hood ornament.
I was at Fort Dix. Yeah.
Yeah, Joey, that time change shit's funny, huh?
That is some funny
See what
shit.
Joey wrote?
Japan and
Chernobyl
Iran
and
before I left
Challenger.
California.
In 1963, I watched John F. Kennedy's funeral on a black and white TV in 1963, and I remember it like it was yesterday because I asked my parents, why is this horse going down the street with its boots backwards in the stirrups? It was the weirdest thing I ever saw. And my old man's, how in the hell do I know?
Shut up. Quit disrespecting.
He's like, shut up. How in the hell do I know? What am I, military? And he's like, shut up. You're interrupting. You're not respecting.
I landed on
You're
the
exhibiting
moon
my
once.
ignorance. Shut up.
I meant I'd been Burbank once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how in the hell do I know? But that was 1963. And I was also at the 1964 World's Fair, which I remember like it was yesterday. In Flushing Meadow, New York, I probably saw Drury there. Yeah. I was at the New York World's Fair.
It was
I think I seen Rosie at It's a Small World. How you doing, Rosie? Yeah. Forget there was 1 to 3 MM's triple Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing Science Scholarship. She might have found a cure to viruses by protein building binding.
Yeah.
Katie, you're so far above my pay grade, honey. I love you. Send me a nude pic of yourself. That's all I can say. That's all I can understand. I don't understand protein building, deoxyribonucleic
I saw that
acid,
14-year-old girl.
and all that. Okay.
Yeah, that girl's pretty amazing.
Katie's cool.
Which one? Katie's very
Yeah.
cool. She sends me socks.
No, the
She
14-year-old girl. I saw her
No,
on the
Katie
news.
sends me gloves to keep me warm and other things for wintertime. Why the hell is somebody knocking at the door?
I
Can you
heard
go
some
check that? Yeah, hold on a minute, Eric. Hold on, bro. I got him on
Oh my God, there's nobody there. Oh my God, that's so freaky.
I got Monkey Boy was doing that. Sky rockets in flight. All right. You must be getting tired, huh?
A bit.
Bit tired. You guys are going to crash tomorrow. We got no place we got to be at the morning. Are you happy?
I'm good.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm golden.
You going? You had
It's
long?
nice.
You drove today
Yeah,
and everything.
90 to 100 all the way.
9 to 100. There's no excuse not to do 90 to 100, especially
radar
crossing
detector.
Nevada
Yeah.
desert.
Didn't
Right.
see one popo.
Did you see Baker with the largest outdoor thermometer in the world? I know,
Oh, yeah.
love that.
Oh, yeah, I was drive past.
That's
them.
where we stopped
You
to eat,
know,
as a matter of fact.
It just
right?
gives
Yeah.
me an appetite when I see the world's biggest outdoor thermometer.
Is that a rectal thermometer or
Yeah.
oral? Has that ever been asked? I'm
That would
just
be-
curious.
I
Well,
first
I
time I ever
wa-
went there.
I wouldn't want it up my arse. That's
No,
all
yeah.
I'm saying.
But I do look
saying
forward to
all
see that.
That's a
you
big
know?
pin to cushion.
Good Lord. Oh,
It's interesting to see in the winter how cold it gets because it really gets cold out there.
when I finish this beer, we're going to kill it tonight. So I'm the last gal standing, been drinking solid. Of course, these boys blew a bowl and they drove 620 miles today. Duh, I guess that could excuse them a little bit tonight. So,
We did shots, yo. It's cool.
So,
Whoa.
so I got my munchkin. So
Got a new passion in life.
I got
Called
fat pads.
bestiality.
I got fat pads.
Adipose tissue, fat pockets.
I've got titties on my forehead.
I'm growing horns on my head, full so.
You gotta eat at the same time. And spit the shit out against
You
the
know,
camera.
you got to get them surgically removed.
That's true, fat boy. You're gonna have to get them surgically removed. It's
Dr.
not gonna
Pimple
go away.
Popper.
Oh yeah.
Don't massage them.
Yeah,
Don't
you're gonna
put
have
your ham
indentation,
hocks on
bro.
them. Keep them off of them.
You're gonna have a big forehead like Irma, you know, 600-pound life.
Don't fuck with them. That's all I'm saying. Resist the urge to touch.
Don't squeeze them, bro.
Don't squeeze.
Not gonna be good.
Go ahead, pop it. It's ready. Pop it. Go ahead.
What a dickhead, man. I'm just.
It's ready to blow
Oh,
up.
stop.
What an asswipe. I
You're so
mean,
stupid.
My God.
You are the most uneducated Homo
You're the
sapien
biggest
on this
dickhead
planet.
in the history of YouTube, man.
Hey, I discovered a new thing. It's called a job.
And
You can make money.
And I know you're watching, man. This one's for you. Stay warm, okay?
Yeah, enjoy those fucking Twinkies, bro.
So, are we taking filet mignon out tonight, or are we taking strip?
It's your call.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You
Whatever
call,
it is,
you
we're
call
eating
it
it.
right now. You call it right now.
Fuck, I have to look and see what we got.
No,
I
you
don't
don't.
even-
You go look in the freezer. You pull the freezer open and you pull it out there, bro. The horns of delight.
By Christmas, they're gonna be like this. They're gonna be ambushed. You're gonna be rut. You're gonna be going through rut.
Yeah, happy Halloween, asshole. See, you're gonna sleep good. You're laughing.
Oh my God, this is too funny.
I don't know. I was thinking more of like microwave fries and fruit cups. What do you think?
Oh
Oh,
my God.
come on, pick one, man. I
Fuck, I
got
don't know.
there's
I don't
a
know
lot
if
of.
I don't know if this is-
We got steaks, we got brats, we got all kinds
is
of.
ground beef.
Go ahead.
What do you guys want? What do you guys want? You want burgers, top sirloin, filet mignon?
Let's build up to it. Let's have burgers. You got the rolls. We can push the burgers onto the rolls
You want
here.
burgers and brats or just burgers? One burger, one brat?
Yeah, let's go for it because you send so much stuff up. I can have maximum. Let's do burgers and brats, okay?
One burger, one brat.
One burger, one brat. Let's go for it. Let's have a meat fiesta. You told me I need my protein.
Yeah, no, we're
stuff.
gonna
Oh
go
my
for it.
God!
So-
I swear to God, I got like 5 different.
Oh,
German
thank you,
mustards.
Katie. I love you, honey.
I got like 5 different German mustards. for
That's
the
good.
brats.
You know what I think about those
Yeah.
mustards too. What a great hangout tonight,
It was
huh? We
fun.
laughed our asses off and everything else. I'm just gonna calmly finish my beer tonight. No shade to anybody. We're just kind of laughing a little bit tonight. I don't ever wish harm on anybody on YouTube.
No. I will be
No.
freezing that thing, bro.
But I just you really enlightened me about the fat deposits on the forehead.
Adipose tissue,
That's-
fat pockets.
and
That's
they
all
don't
it
just
is.
go away.
Not like hot pockets. No, they don't.
That's really a gruesome.
It's not good, bro. I give you too much and you could be going nuts.
I mean, you could be a bumper car with this.
His vision's gonna short. Brad, you were awesome with that vid, bro.
You don't have to worry about having airbags.
Oh, what a clown.
You don't have to worry about airbags inflating.
You're gonna have to go to a dermatologist. You're gonna have to cut that shit open and pull that yellow sack out of your forehead. And the funny thing about it, bro, you got twins.
Oh my God!
It's gonna come to a head and they're gonna look like nipples.
Oh, man.
Don't play with it.
God damn, man. God, I'm crying. I'm laughing so fucking hard, you know? Airbags deployed. Have you ever laughed so fucking hard?
My fucking head hurts.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was sitting there
Oh, you're
great.
such
Hey,
an idiot,
Jeffrey,
dude.
how are you? I mean, my God, I don't wear mascara, but shit, that is some.
I'm doing
God.
another one.
Are you gonna? I'll do another
I'll
one.
do another.
I'll do another one.
We'll do one more
Not
Nightcap.
the not the
let's-
scotch though.
let's
I'll
do
do
a-
whiskey.
Yeah, give me the whiskey.
We'll do all
whiskey.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
do it. Let's do a nightcap here. I mean, God damn. I mean, I'm
I just
sorry.
think this-
I don't mean to take the Lord's name.
This
in
is just
vain.
so cool. This
Sorry,
container.
Jesus. Good Lord. I'm just
Let's
thinking, who
collect
needs
these.
airbags? Right? Am I right? Fresh cups. Wow, what do we do to deserve this?
Because
right?
we're so awesome.
Oh shit.
You know, you can put
God.
lights around them. Once they get big enough, you can put lights around them.
God.
You can
know.
take the ones that
High
you put
beams.
on, the LEDs you put on, and replace them with that.
Rudolph the Red.
Oh my
Not
god.
very shiny.
Oh my god.
Oh God, dude. He's saying that.
Did you see that jacket is still hauling around?
Oh God.
The big old
dude.
fat
I don't
bumblebee.
know. I'm just.
I bet you still
dying
has those
here.
skid marks on him, the jacket.
See, I have a jacket like that, but the grease from mine is not
Fuck.
from chickens. It's from a crane, bro.
God.
We were talking about your jacket, bro.
Yeah,
Half,
but-
half one.
yeah,
Oh,
Started with
man.
that one. Thought that was a little much for you.
Good Lord.
Oh,
There
sorry.
you go.
How you doing, Toon Cat? Long time no see, honey. I hope that you are. I hope that you're well. So that's damn smooth stuff, man.
Lot
I
smoother than
can't
Scotch.
believe it. I don't. You know, I'm used to Jameson, which has a little bit of a cut to it. You know,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
front end.
Jameson is
This
good. I
stuff
like
is-
Jameson.
Yeah, I like Jameson,
But
but
this
is
is really
like
smoother.
smooth as
They're gonna have to cut him out of the van. You're damn right, Dave. Have to cut his fat ass out of that
God
van.
damn.
I'm sorry about laughing so much, guys.
This is what a stream's about. You know,
That's what
just
his stream
chilling,
is about, guys. We're
drinking, smoking, eating,
That's what it is.
fucking around,
Oh, shit.
bullshitting.
Oh, man.
So we're gonna do this?
Yeah, we're gonna do this shit.
You guys do that.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
gonna
no,
go
no,
slow.
no.
I'm still
No,
on
you
my-
gotta-
You
You
got
give
that
it a
shit. Come
Come
on,
on,
yo.
light it
No,
up.
I'm not gonna.
Come
do
on,
that.
No,
yo.
let's go. Come on.
Look, I'm so far ahead of you.
It doesn't
over
matter.
here.
Come on, yo.
Put the brewer down. Just raise it.
Well, yo. Okay, we'll do it.
Ooh, mommy.
That's smooth as shit.
Have a lighter, flames that come out. But that is much better than the scotch, though, I have to tell you.
I'm gonna turn into a werewolf. Ooh, wow. Wow.
Sapphire. Her
Damn.
cheeks are. That's funny. Oh.
All right, bro.
I'm great.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here till Saturday night. Saturday night's the big blowout.
Ah.
So tonight we'll be here till Sunday, bro.
Well,
they're
what's that?
gonna
We're leaving
they're
Sunday, yeah,
leaving
but
Sunday,
Saturday,
and then Monday I'm taking off for L.A. And then the following Sunday I'm coming back to
Vegas.
Dynamic Las Vegas.
Do.
Yeah. There we go. So chug. So salute. That is really amazingly smooth Irish whiskey.
I didn't retch too much. Yes, it's nice.
Irish whiskey is not really noted for it's a little rough on that.
It's almost like a Canadian blend.
Yeah, I can't believe that it can be that.
That's what it
smooth.
tastes like
Is
to
that
me.
a blended whiskey or?
Yeah, it is. It is. It does mention it's blended from. Yeah. Now we're all being like drunk smart people. triple distilled. Blah, 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 blah.
Can you
All
read
three
that?
types of Okay, aging this unique blend of all three types of Irish whiskey: golden grain, pot still, and malt, in something sherry and old bourbon casks. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
It tastes good.
Sounds
It gets
like
me
Burns so
high.
good, yeah.
Sounds like paying the marketing guy $100,000 a year to stroke off people on his.
It's like going to the dispensary. My
side.
first question is, does it get me high? I don't care.
One more shot. No, I think I'm pretty good tonight. I'm still working on this is pretty good. This is organic.
Yeah, I
As
noticed
opposed
that.
to the other. Like, don't spoil me. Okay.
Baby,
Just the
you
blue-
are spoilable.
I
You
know.
are so
I
worthy of
know.
spoilage.
There is worthy of spoilage on
That's a
here.
good thing?
No, I'm doing okay, Sugar Cane. I love you, baby doll.
Sugar
this
cane,
next Napa
baby.
girl is close
Hey,
to
Sugar
having
cane.
on vodka. The seals are barking. Ark, ark, ark. Hi, Dawn Marie. How are you? Yeah, that jug is the kind you blow into to make music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's Granny's old rheumatism medicine.
Now you've now added to the Scotch collection, and I'm not a Scotch drinker.
It'll sit there for a while and age more.
Because you've now got the Scotch, the tequila, the bourbon.
You have
the
variety.
whiskey. Yes, exactly. So I'm very happy. And you have the chocolate
Oh,
wine.
that chocolate wine back there, that's some good shit.
That's like one of your favorites, isn't it? Chocolate
It's
wine.
awesome. As long as it doesn't spoil, but yeah,
That,
it's good shit.
you don't have any fat shit on your head.
I don't have any forehead titties.
I don't know how they develop, you know? It's really gruesome.
Pheromones, I guess, your hormone shots or something. I don't know.
Like your bull buffer.
Well, you know, the funny thing about fat, when you're in the process
Comes
of
from
losing
rubbing your
fat,
forehead all the
to get
time.
more
I
fat,
think I would just
you
off
can't predict where
myself.
fat's going to go
you know?
first.
I think I'd just off myself.
You're going to lose fat from your head to your toes. And when you're in the process of getting fatter, like Fat Boy is, it's already it's just going to go wherever it can.
God darn.
Can't put any more in his stomach.
What a world.
I've got
You
a
can't even
bald
see his
forehead,
monkey.
not a titty forehead at least.
Oh, thank you, Dawn Marie. Yeah, I enjoy the fellas here, exactly. I waited a long time for them to come up here, and we're going to make maximum use. Tomorrow I'm going to be cooking on the morning streams, and you sent all those sausages and things,
You're
and
gonna eat.
eggs,
Ooh, boy, we're gonna eat good, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna eat good.
blueberry bagels, and we got all kinds of...
Mashed
Oh.
potatoes.
Oh, let me show you one thing. What did I bring it in? Oh, I'll show it to you tomorrow. I'll show it to you tomorrow. You'll like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You like
I
a
will.
brioche?
Brioche, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
got a brioche.
Yep.
Chocolate and vanilla. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So
With
I'm
coffee.
trying to steer more towards the proteins. But Monkey Boy says, nope. You need
Party
to
on,
have
Rosa,
your
you
you
could-
need to have your carbs in there too. It's
Gotta
big
have
big
and
mistake.
fat. You have to have fat.
Yep.
And if women out there, if you're craving sugar, eat more fat. Low fat, and I'm telling you,
Yep.
that sensation
So I'm
will go
happy.
away.
I'm gonna listen. He's trained porn stars galore. and,
How fun for me.
well, you know,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a
no,
job
yeah,
to you.
no,
You don't
it's great.
care who comes in
No.
the door.
I train
It's a-
porn stars.
It was fun.
It's
No,
a
I loved
body
it.
for you to take and shape and
Yep.
mold, and they need that's their stock and trade. That
Right.
is their tools of
That's
the
true.
trade.
Yeah.
So they can't afford to be, anything except top notch because
Right.
it's very competitive. Few people know how competitive.
I cannot tell you how these women be so beautiful and they come and train with a sundress with no panties and no
Yeah.
bra. And you're like,
Yeah.
this isn't a gym, right?
And yet they have all the angst and all the things of everybody else in society, which are made all the hang-ups, all the problems,
Oh, more
all
drama.
the whining to you.
Yeah.
Not feeling good about themselves or feeling shaky, and it's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've seen it all when you do that. When you deal with the physical side of people, you're in a rare position that other
Oh
people
yeah, because
really
it's
can't
so
appreciate.
right. Yeah, it's very.
Everybody's all
emotional.
about the mental side, and I'm all about the physical side, and be all you can be. The
That's the
sound
Army,
mind and
isn't
the
it?
sound
But
body.
you have to.
You know.
But they have to be really comfortable with you on an emotional level where they can really
Well,
trust
they
you.
get there very quickly though,
Mhm,
because
they
there's
do.
how many other people are going to invest in him. I do porn. They're like, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's a
You
bit
know.
sketch, right?
I mean, how close are you going to get to somebody that?
Might to have senior porn?
No, but you know what I mean. How close are you going to get to somebody like that?
Yeah, that's true.
You're not going to
They're pretty
invest a
distant,
lot in.
yeah.
It's like, it's cool, but
I met some really great,
yeah, they're
amazing
dynamic people.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
They just have issues. Yeah.
what's your first instinct? You're like, you're gorgeous, but
You know what I think what I have the problem with
guys too. I mean,
there's
good
no I couldn't do that or date with somebody like that.
I mean, I could
because-
easily do that, but you have to be prepared to be fenced off and just, I don't know.
I can do it.
But you ended up being more of a psychotherapist than a
Just
bum.
you're encouraging them, and it doesn't matter what they do in life. You're
Yeah, no
supporting
diet
them.
for you this weekend.
And
I'm doing okay.
Your diet is to eat freaking steak.
I've been doing good. I did 4 pieces of turkey bacon and some eggs tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm just having
But
some
now is your
low-carb
time
beer.
to splurge.
I've already dropped like 5 pounds.
Drop 5
feeling
pounds
good.
to put the rest of that on just in 10 minutes.
I'm putting myself into this man's hands, especially for the month of December.
Yay.
So I like what he told me. You like to walk a lot, Rosie. Don't just walk the same thing every day. Go out there.
Change it
If
up.
you walk for 40 minutes and you walk the same route, start to gradually compress that to 31 minutes.
More intensity.
Yeah,
more intensity, less time equals faster results.
I like that. So
Modern
there's
physiology.
good things there.
Simple.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
So you need to lose weight, but I love food. Well, look at it this way.
Get more
Dawn.
fit. How about just getting more fit? It's not about weight.
How
Because
about
weight is muscle.
a lot of people like me like women that have some meat on their bones. Okay, I mean, don't ever assume that thin to me does not equal beautiful in life. Okay, women are designed to carry more visual weight. I think than men. Voluptuousness, of course, and it's what adds to the beauty of being female. Now you can be healthy and still be voluptuous in my opinion.
And you still be thin and be smoking hot.
Yep. But thin will never be in with me. It will never be. You've trained them all, Gary. You know about all that shit. So. Stubborn fat equals lipo. I've had all that done. I've had
Lipo's
lipo.
still going to come back.
With
Yeah, that's going to come out.
Yeah.
Remember, your
Even with
fat
lipo.
cells. Your fat cells either all they do is expand or shrink. You have the same number of fat cells that you always had. My physician told me all they do is expand and contract. Okay?
So then what does
And
lipo
for one
do?
So when
second,
they
nobody.
remove some,
Just
don't
curious.
assume the fat's not coming back because those fat cells can just grow and become
Duplicate.
big. Okay, so
And the existing fat cells can take up the space of the older fat cells
yep.
in their
So
growth.
don't ever
There you go.
assume. Don't ever assume that. So that's exactly right, Toon Cat. It's how you carry yourself. I've seen some women that are terrifically attractive that some people would call overweight or whatever, but I still find them very gorgeous and very attractive. Women, I don't tend to find attractive very skinny, the Mia Farrows, the types
Ugh,
like
yeah. Ugh.
not my kind of thing. I'm all about if you're going to be a woman, man, be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of being a woman is that you're all over the place, man. It's beautiful, right? You're sticking out here and there, and that's the beauty of being a woman. Men are very like V and tight and high and tight, right? High and tight. Like, don't look at me like that. You're high and tight, Gary, right? High and tight. That's where it's at. That's exactly right. Yeah, that's right. Fat cells never go away unless, like me, they liposuction them out of you and they put them in your ass. That's exactly right.
You're still going to come back. Pre-genetically disposed. Going to come back.
You okay?
I'm good.
What are you texting all your
I'm looking at
girlfriends? or
something.
what?
I was referenced to an artist. I'm looking to see.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, I like that art. That's
You're
cool.
ready to keel over.
I'm
You-
I'm good.
Are you
Either way.
sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. You do that? You're a ranger, man. Huh? Remember sleep deprivation?
Oh my
right?
God, yes.
Did they ever have that? Like,
Oh yeah.
would they wake up, mother? You know?
If you didn't like somebody who was like on patrol and you wanted to get them in trouble, and you were like in a clandestine patrol base and very dark, and all of a sudden you go, God damn it, who's sleeping? And kicking everybody and shit. Oh, it was funny.
That's some good shit. Hey,
That
Billy,
was
how are
Furry
you?
Freak Brothers.
Do you prefer BBW? Of course, I would always take BBW. It depends how slim, okay? I like very full-figured hourglass. That's my thing, okay? That's my ideal gal.
I like him lean
but
and
that's
mean.
just for me. Now he likes him very lean,
And
very
mean.
mean.
You like those playing card type.
She
I
does.
like the playing
Real life,
card kind of gal, exactly.
Real
that
life.
that kind of classical, 19, what would it call it?
1950s, mid 40s, 50s.
Exactly.
Patricia,
40s, 50s.
what you want to do is a proper fat decreasing diet. Increase your cardio activity. And fat, you can't spot reduce. You can't focus on one particular area, like your stomach. You do 1,000 sit-ups a day and get.
It's not going to work, right?
It's physiologically impossible, because if spot reducing was possible, that means fat people like Elbow would have a skinny face. That fucker chews all day.
But he's got
His
titties on his
face is
forehead.
as big as Jow's.
It doesn't happen.
He's got an airbag.
Oh, he's going to have more than there, but he's got some headlamps coming up big time. They're going to form into like one big trucking headlamp.
It's going to grow into one big.
I'm
So
telling you.
how do you get rid of it?
Confused.
Abdominal fat.
You focus on the whole
The
body.
whole totality.
You're going to lose
thing,
fat
right?
between your head and your toes, and where it goes first, no one knows.
So it's a totality of what you do, not spot stuff is a
Spot
waste.
reducing is physiologically impossible.
I think
Never gonna
genetics
happen.
too, like you said, plays
People
a role.
measure and say, we're going to burn that fat away. That's, yeah, good luck.
So I would definitely listen to what he says, because you had a studio in L.A. and you
I've
trained.
done it all my life. This is
You
all
had a
I've done.
highly successful
Mhm.
studio there, and you would have people from all walks of
Water
life
body nutrition
pay
and
you
fitness.
big
Yeah.
money to develop specific plans for them. Would you say overall you had a high rate of success with people? Or
Extremely
depending
high
on
rate,
the
'cause they were all
motivation of
long-term.
people?
All long-term people.
But did you find yourself moving more into the psychological realm? Like, I can't help you. You got such big
No,
mental roadblocks.
no, because you want to be there for people. People need that support, and you
But
just.
they'd call you at like all hours and
Mhm.
shit, and you dealt with that.
It's beautiful.
I couldn't do it.
Shake it.
There you go, Don Murray. So you said do cardio.
Cardio would be like nothing that's going to be compressing your spine.
It's good for you overall, isn't it, to raise your
Cardio,
heart rate
right?
a little?
So the idea is you go cardio for 20 minutes. You go for a 20-minute walk, and then you don't increase the time. You just increase the intensity as your body acclimates to what you're doing. Because otherwise, you'll be doing cardio for a minute. Trainer's going to say, "Well, your body's plateaued. Let's add
And he's
more."
the first one I ever told me, if you're going to walk the same route, gradually start
Increase
to reduce your
the
time
intensity.
so that your intensity.
Right.
I thought, what a brilliant idea,
Mm.
to do that. If I'm doing a 40-minute walk, after a month, reduce that to 30 minutes. And
I wouldn't
then,
even reduce the time. Just keep it at 40, but increase the time.
God,
Like just
That's-
do more
yeah.
the
intensity.
shit out of you, Shit. Yeah. When Rosie whispers, don't go. Exactly. Mr. Z, search on YouTube, Slayton says, marshmallows. I can't stand that stuff, man.
Those poor girls.
Yeah, well, I don't have anything against it. I got zero against the Slayton sisters. What I'm saying is, I don't want to have fat bags
Slob in
on
the
my.
can is a whole
I
different
don't want
story.
to have fucking bumpers on my.
You
Forehead.
don't want titties on your head.
Bike riding is definitely cardio. Any type of
The titties
when
on
you
my
raise your
head,
heart
I don't
rate
want to
up,
be
it's
mine.
cardio.
Tell me about Munchkin.
Oh God.
He says he just wants to
Or
knock
those
him.
individual trampolines
He says
are
he
good.
wants to knock a
I think
motherfucker's head off.
Anything that increases your heart rate, it's going to be good for you.
Good. That's it. And I don't have that far to go, right? I mean, it's just,
No,
it's
yeah,
all
you know,
a
it's
process. It's all just
Yeah.
tightening up and feeling better about yourself. Wouldn't you say?
Jumping jacks is good for you.
Psychologically, you
I
had
don't
to have
think
these
so.
people feel better about themselves, like
Right.
that it was worth it.
It's an evolving. It's
Yeah.
very evolving.
Exactly. Boy. Let's see what time it is, guys. It is officially past midnight. These guys have been on the road all day long today. We got nowhere we got to be tomorrow morning. We will be live streaming breakfast tomorrow. I will be in the kitchen cooking. You have sent all kinds of sausages.
Billy
You
Ranch,
got
that's
eggs,
true too.
blueberry muffins.
Brioche.
I don't know where the brioche is.
Yeah, you'll like it. You'll like
Where
it.
did it end up? I never even saw it.
Oh, it's in the Shine Shack
okay,
right now.
you found so
Yeah.
okay.
Walking bike rate, yes, Billy Ranch.
So
yes,
please
very
make
true.
sure if you have not hit the thumbs up button, please do so. We are getting close to 200 thumbs up tonight.
Yeah.
And I would appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up on the way out. I love these two guys. These guys are tremendous. They have been rocks of stability within my life in Las Vegas. They are my touchstones when I go to Las Vegas. This guy, I called him from the 15.
Oh shit! Hold on. I'm sorry.
Please do so. I called him from the 15.
I'm getting my thumbs up now.
I called him from the 15-mile marker outside of Las Vegas in Gene. And I told him, I am broken down here and I have no spare tire. These rigs do not carry a spare tire. I said, could you meet me at Busy Bee Tire? I pulled into Busy Bee Tire, and guess who's there waiting for me? He didn't know what the story was going to be. He was prepared to drive me anywhere I needed to go. Within 15 minutes, they had a tire on the thing, and I didn't actually need you.
Yeah.
But the fact that you came there and you dropped everything to be there meant a lot to me.
You're a great friend.
You
Why
know,
would I not?
it meant a lot to me that you dropped everything and were there, and we had a great trip. Every time I come to Vegas, I love seeing Monkey Boy and hanging out with him. The greatest thing about Monkey Boy, he has now had this damn surgery done.
Oh, thank God.
Every week that goes by, he gets stronger. He'll be able to do the distance, do everything we want to do.
Stronger,
faster, stronger,
better than before.
higher, alto, whatever the Olympic thing is, he can do it. And I'm very excited to be at the thought of being able to chooch with him in Las Vegas. Because honestly, you're younger than I, but your body's literally been through hell with, jumping and ranger school. And I'm like a marshmallow, but a happy one. But I'm just saying, you really set a high standard for achievement and excellence. And
Thank you.
Same with you, and always been a great friend. We will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you catch us. We're going to be cooking up some breakfast tomorrow. We got nowhere we got to be tomorrow morning. We're just drinking, having fun.
Got some cool things planned.
Got some things planned tomorrow night in the cemetery. Should be rocking Thursday night in the Santa Rosa Rural Cemetery. I don't like the cemetery at all because
Good night, Anna.
Don't like it, but we will be there. It's not a place I would go to by
Good night,
myself,
Patricia.
but I will be there tomorrow night with these guys.
Good night, Jessica.
We will have flashlights, so thank you for
Toon Cat.
coming up,
Good night, bro.
boys. And
It's our pleasure.
boys are gonna go crash.
Good night,
Don't
Anna.
forget you got a heater out there. Just turn it on tonight. It was 44 degrees. This morning, so. All
I got
right.
a cool blanket.
Love you guys. Jessica Dean,
Thank you, everybody.
thank you for being here. Anna G is always a wonderful supporter of the channel. Thank you, Anna G. Love having you here. Scarlett, thank you, honey. Scarlett Poppyfield,
Have a
Toon
good night,
Cat.
everyone.
Sapphire Blue Toon Cat. I don't know where the hell you've been, but I'm glad to see you back on the channel again. If we could get to 200 thumbs up tonight, it would be absolutely amazing. It would be a tribute to two great American heroes here that don't see themselves as that, but anybody that gives service to our nation. I absolutely.
I needed a
friggin-
job out of high school.
Yeah, you needed a job. Bullshit. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much, and we will see you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.